Jim Jefferies walking down the hall. Jim Norton running out of the building. Norton literally fleeing.
He was.
Trying to get on an earlier flight so he can make his gig down there in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh.
I want updates, man. We'll have to call Kenny when he's in the car and stuff so we can hear Jimmy yelling and screaming and cursing.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
What's up, Jim Jefferies?
How you doing, my friend?
How are you, sir?
He's making the rounds.
What's going on, brother?
To shake the hands rounds.
Kenny's working hard in front of a computer there. He's changing flights.
Yeah.
He's got his old lady glasses on. He must be hard at work over there. And Jimmy ran home to pack, and hopefully they'll make an earlier flight.
Yeah, Kenny's like a travel agent out there.
Of course, yes.
Ticking away on the keyboards.
This is where
on
Kenny.
the phone.
This is where Kenny's in his element.
Oh, he loves it.
If it was up to Kenny, he would do this full time.
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves changing flights and booking hotel rooms and dealing with the car companies for rentals.
Are we on the air?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's how this show works.
Isn't
that amazing?
We got to
how
get a
many times,
montage.
How many times we get asked that?
The funny thing is,
I take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I guess we're supposed to be insulted, but I know that means we're doing our job.
Yeah.
We're not putting on the fake radio voices with the big coming back from fucking break shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw the mics on and start talking.
Where's
Like human
Jim?
beings.
Where's Jim? Where's he?
Are you all right?
Yeah,
Just explain the whole fucking thing.
I wasn't listening. I was
Jim-
going around. I was eating a
Why
bagel.
listen as I'm talking into a mic?
I didn't know we were on the air. If we knew we were on the air, I would have focused. That was my whole problem. That's why I asked. I thought, fuck, I'm coming
Jimmy's got a
late on
gig
this.
in Raleigh, North Carolina. We got this tropical storm that's just coming up the whole fucking coast. So he's just going to be flying into shit all day. So he's trying to get on a plane from here to North Carolina before it hits too hard.
I only landed 2 hours ago myself.
How bad was it?
I was meant to come in at midnight, and then because of the rain, it was delayed by 5 hours, and I've just come in, so I haven't slept.
How was it coming in? A little bumpy?
It was fucked up, man.
Where'd you fly in from? L.A.?
I'm from L.A., yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty wet.
A little wet outside.
A little wet outside.
They can handle the wet. It's 40-mile-an-hour winds that they're talking about. Might be a
Crosswinds,
problem.
and yeah, it gets a little wild.
Although this rain's going to be pretty damn hard. They're talking 5 or 6 inches when it's done.
When we were coming in, though, there was a weird thing. I don't know if it's got anything to do with it, but the lights in the cabin flicked on and off, right?
Yeah.
Then the pilot comes on and goes, "Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, that's technology for you." Right now, I'm thinking,
You don't want to hear that when you're
I'm just
40,000
thinking,
fucking
there's
feet
got to
in the
be
air.
more sophisticated technology than the light switch for the cabin.
Yeah.
In the front there. If he's bemused by that, like, I can't figure out how this thing works.
Bemused. Yes, he was. Wow, that's something.
You bring up a good point, though, because when you're taking a flight and they can't get the fucking TVs working, you're like, well, what else is not working on this fucking plane right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, look at that there.
We seem to be having a problem with the movie tonight. What else is, what other problems we're having?
I hear Jason
don't know
Ellis is
about.
coming in. I'm quite nervous.
Jason Ellis is coming in.
Quite nervous.
Oh, you guys went at it last time a little bit, right?
A little bit.
Well, yeah, after he got there, I said that I thought he wasn't funny and that he's a bit of a cunt. So let's see how this plays out.
Holy
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, thanks for setting up the last hour nicely for us.
I didn't.
No, that's good.
I only found it 10 minutes ago, but I've been asked to go on his radio show in LA 2 times, and I've told his producer to fuck off. So
Oh, this is just getting one.
let's try to make friends.
This ought to be friendly.
Yeah, we'll see how this
Nice.
plays out. Hey, the boys were telling me that you don't remember being here last time.
No, I didn't know. There was a time in between, I remember, but that time with the porn star.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I've seen it back on the internet several times.
Where you
about
were
me.
dancing with Shawnee?
Jolie.
Oh, it was, who was it? Justin Jolie?
Justin
Yeah.
Jolie.
Oh, right.
And having an argument with her.
I
and then-
was on Mountains of Ecstasy, and it was St. Patrick's Day, and I haven't had a drink, by the way, for a month. The
Wow.
longest in my whole adult life.
Are you dying?
No, because my liver, I was getting cirrhosis, but my liver got enlarged, and I was shitting blood, so...
Holy motherfucker.
Yeah, I know when to
drinking.
stop. I know the signs.
That's when you stop.
Yeah.
Did you go to the doctor?
I went. That's how I found out. The doctor sort of. I had Montreal. I went to Australia for a month, and I did Montreal for a month, and I did the Edinburgh Festival for a month, and I drank every day from morning till night for 3 months. And it was to my hands were shaking and stuff like that. Wow. But the thing is, as with that radio show, this is what I was saying to the guys back there. As with that radio show, I came in on ecstasy. The problem is, I perform very well fucked up. I always have, right? On stage and everything. That's always been like a good thing. I really needed something damaging in my career where I was a disgrace and people weren't booking me anymore and all that.
Wow.
But that never happened. So I just kept going until my body said, nah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, I've seen your special, and you just keep grabbing beers from behind.
Yeah.
And those, I didn't doubt for a second that those were real, honest to goodness beers.
Well, the new special that I just did for Britain, Alcoholocaust, which is coming out. I'm drunk during the whole thing.
During the whole thing.
I'm drunk before I did it.
So a couple things. What I mean, beer didn't do that to your liver.
It was lots of shots and everything like that.
I mean, I think beer can do that to your liver. I'm not stupid, but it would take, I think,
a
lot more abuse.
Did
you drink some hard shit too?
No, I drank a lot of Jägermeister as well. Like as soon as I got too full on beer, I went straight to shots, and then I black out, and I'd wake up and start again. But the thing is, I have idiot friends who are doing the same thing as well, so I wasn't alone. And it's like, you know how people say that they're drunks when you start drinking by yourself, or you start getting drinks like on the sly. No, I was openly doing it with other people. This wasn't a secret. You know, so I don't know why you need the Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm the most obvious drunk in the world.
Yeah, people kind of know you drink, and that's what you do.
So I've stopped, and it's a weird, you know, what do people do?
You didn't want to stop, first of all, right?
No, I didn't want to. What do you do?
That's the biggest problem people have.
There's only so many movies.
Yeah,
once you've seen them all, and
you got to call Bob Kelly, and you got to get a hobby. You got to get into fly fishing.
I've gotten into cooking.
See, there you go.
Yeah, I bought myself a mixer the other day. I've got a garlic press. Never had one of them in my whole life.
And you're cooking? What are you cooking? Like what kind
I've started with. See, the thing is, for guys giving up booze, I've gained a lot of weight because I've just been because I thought, all those calories I'm not having through booze. But now you do that stupid thing when you give something up when you're like, I shouldn't deny myself this chunk of cheese covered in chocolate because I'm not drinking anymore.
Right. Yeah, I'm taking care of myself.
I'm taking care of myself, so I can have that. Put a cigarette out in the top of it, and I'll have it as a dessert.
What did the doctor tell you about this shitting blood?
Well, the thing is, I always thought it was hemorrhoids because I've been shitting blood on and off since my early 20s. But this time,
what the fuck? That's as soon as you shit blood, man. You gotta go right to the fucking doctor.
If it's bright red, it's lower intestine. That's hemorrhoids. I've been a hemorrhoid guy.
Hey, did you take a shit before you came in here? Because this might be a weird coincidence, but there's bloody shit in one of the toilets.
No way.
No. And I haven't had blood in my shit.
I was going to bring it up on the air, and then I forgot. And then you reminded me because you're talking about this. I'm not. I don't think I don't think it's flushed because no one flushes anyone else's shit. So someone should run down there and take a picture of it. It's a rusty, bloody mess in one of the fucking toilets.
I was a hemorrhoid guy for years, and then when it's bright red.
Was it you, Danny?
That's good.
Hold on.
Good.
Dark red bad.
That's internal.
That's doctor for you. That's doctor talk. Dark red means ass cancer. Bright red hemorrhoids.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, because the dark red means it's been swimming around with shit.
Dark red also means you probably had 2 bottles of wine within the past day or so. And it just makes your shit all grapey looking.
Is that what you're telling yourself?
That's what I'm telling. I've had a good wine shit every so often. A red wine shit where you look and just go, oh wow.
Stupid.
I've never drank a glass of wine.
Vegetable juice drinks will do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put a little beets in your stupid vegetable juice.
Yeah. Well, beets will do that.
Oh boy, will it? That's a fucking die. So how is it performing without the alcohol, Jim?
Well, I had done gigs before without alcohol if I was driving to a gig or something like that. It's all right. You know, they've been going fine. I'll tell you, okay, they go well. You never have, I haven't had a blinding gig like I have when I'm really drunk. But I also haven't had that one where some woman just says some innocuous heckle, and then I've gone on for 10 minutes about how she's a whore and she'll kill herself. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the most unnecessary retorts to people who
That stuff's great to watch, though.
No, it's good to watch, but
it's not directed at you.
That's one of the things when you wake up in the morning. That's the guilt, the horrible feeling in the morning when you wake up and you're like, I really just abused a person until they cried, and all they did was say something stupid.
They just threw some heckle out
I
there.
think they just got up to go to the toilet, and all of a sudden I was like, I hope your kids are dead. And it was just unnecessary.
You guys are just very angry.
Oh, shit, that's bad.
Well, that sucks. You didn't want to quit. You had to.
Well,
Got the liver that's a little enlarged and a little blood.
I don't know if I'm going to quit forever.
I'm going to just wait till it rejuvenates itself.
Yeah, but also I kind of was sick of the depression in the morning. That it was outweighing the good time I was having.
Yeah,
Like I was feeling sad. It's always a payoff with anything like Coke or anything like that, where you go, how much fun do I have in comparison to how much depression am I going to get? And the depression started to outweigh.
Well, the more you drink at night, it seems the better the better time you're having.
Yeah.
Whether you are or not, who the fuck knows? But you will feel shittier in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, the hangover thing is the worst thing. There have been, like, Saturday mornings where I'm just like, all right, it's all day in bed. Just going to waste a day now because I had to have twice the fun last night.
Well, that's the thing about being a stand-up. You could, seriously, when you're at, like, say, the Edinburgh Festival, you're just working an hour a day. You do just do that, okay, and then I huddled in bed. And I'd be getting out of bed for my gig, doing the gig, getting drunk and staying in bed the whole day.
Shit.
And I'd be staying in bed for like 17 hours of
Jesus.
the day, right? Just and not turning the lights on or the TV or anything.
Just laying there.
Looking
sleep, wake up kind of a thing.
Not even sleeping, just thinking of like new stand-up routines and then saying I'm shit and I've never written a good joke and then hating myself and then having moments of I think I may be the greatest comedian that's ever lived.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Like it's a horrible fucking
That's
thing.
exactly what Belushi was going through before they found his fucking bloated
Well, see,
dead body.
that's one of the things that really got to. I read the Chris Farley book that was written by his brother called The Chris Farley Show, and there was things in it when they were trying to tell stories. Like it was all written by little interviews. Like Chris Rock would say something, and David Spade would say something.
Right.
And they would mention an incident that happened with Chris where he got drunk and then cut his hand punching through. And I'm like, I've done worse than that. And they were talking like that was the moment we knew that we were never going to have him back. And I'm going, that's a Tuesday.
That's a Tuesday.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, so
What does Gunther think about this whole?
well, no, see, the thing
chain
is,
of events.
this is what I was saying before.
Gunther.
My mum will listen to this, and I will have to go lie and say, look, as a stage persona and all that type of bullshit, right? And for the most part, because she's a mum, she'll believe that. But that one incident when I came on ecstasy on here, right?
Yeah.
Who was the other comedian that day?
There was not enough lying in the world.
Yeah.
You couldn't cover that up.
Andrew Maxwell was
Yeah.
did it.
I looked him up after the fact. He's fucking huge.
Yeah,
He's a
funny.
huge comedian, and he was fucked up with you.
He was fucked up. Yeah, he was just on. Yeah.
If you were pawning that off as an act, you would have gotten an Academy Award. Like you should be an actor then, because that would have been amazing.
You know where we sit? That was awesome radio, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's the one you don't remember being here for.
I've seen the footage back because I got dumped by my girlfriend.
Because of that appearance?
Because I was saying to the porn star, go out with me. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm single. Please have sex with me. It's fairly damaging.
You can explain.
Yeah.
I think you could have explained that to her.
I got it back.
I was doing it for the radio
eventually,
show.
No, I said I was on drugs and acting like an idiot. And then she said, "What else do you do when you're on drugs?"
Oh,
Yeah, wow, not that. That's I reserve cracking onto women when I'm live on air. I'd never do it in a dark room when no one would know. There we go. I'm in trouble again. Some
now
cunt,
you're fucked again.
some cunt will put this on the internet. I'm done.
So Gunther checked out the video?
Yeah, very
She
disappointing.
searches out your audio and video, doesn't she?
She has one of those little things that every time my name's typed into a computer.
The Google.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
She gets the Google.
And when you're 350 pounds, that's your hobby. Sitting playing solitaire and getting Google alerts of your son. You know, because it's a thing. There's certain things that she really enjoys, like a new poster or a DVD cover or something like that. That's like mum porn. You know what I mean?
Mum porn.
Mum.
Yeah, it's mum porn. I reckon
she's
she'd put
digging
one
it.
leg up on the table and flick herself off with the other one, going, "Look at my boy." But the Jim Jefferies drunk, Jim Jefferies on drugs stuff, not so much.
She's not a fan of that.
Yeah, not as happy as you think she might
be. What were you
be.
doing here? Well, a lot of drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was St. Patty's Day. I remember you guys came in from the night before. You were
Steaming.
The night never ended for those guys.
Well, the thing is, we had been sitting on a roof or something like that, and it was all dark, and then we went back into the house, and I actually thought in my head when I was coming, I remember this much, we were staggering down the road, and I had some other bloke he was the guy supplying all the drugs, the rich guy, right? And then there was Andrew, sort of just, normally when I go downstairs to the lobby, they check my ID, and then they look at the photo and back like that, but I walked in with this drug confidence, right? And just went in, I went, I'm Jim Jefferies, and these are my associates.
My associates. Yeah.
And they let us all. And Andrew, if you remember, was wearing like a green jacket with like 4-leaf clover glasses.
Yeah, he had the whole thing going.
Yeah.
With
He was dressed in the part.
And so we all got in the lift. No one stopped us. No one even questioned. They didn't even have passes. In we go.
Look at you.
And as soon as the light hit me in that lift, I went, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because I thought before that I was walking around in darkness and just with shades on. As soon as I took my sunglasses off and my eyes started to shut around,
Yeah,
I went,
it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Now it's go time, and I'm fucked up. What kind of hangover did you have after that day? Like, it had to have been bad.
Yeah, well, see, the drug hangovers, they're ones that, I don't mind the coughing up phlegm and the headache. Like, I always see that as a bit rock and roll. I love, I love that whole waking up, your hair's a mess, and then you go outside to get a paper and you're wearing sunglasses. Everyone else is in suits, and you're like vomiting in a gutter. I like the fact that I feel like Keith Richards when that happens.
Yeah.
It's the no one will ever love me.
Right, yeah.
And I always think. Anytime, I can't say this. No, I can't. I'll get in trouble. No,
Oh, yeah, look at you.
Oh, wow, look at
Responsible.
that.
Yeah, see?
That's good of you.
Fuck, we gotta
In a
get this guy a beer or something.
In a monologue.
Don't get him a beer.
Gotta loosen up and open up a little bit.
Terrible.
Eating watermelon and fucking drinking Red Bull, though. God bless you.
I'm not as funny as I used to be. There's people right now.
Is that what worries you?
That did worry me, but the shows have gone fine.
Nah, you're fucking funny, dude.
I used to think the same thing, though, with afternoon drive radio as opposed to morning radio. I thought, like, an afternoon drive, before the show started, down a few beers, you get on the air, and you just start rambling on about something, whatever. And I was like, when we went to mornings, I was just thinking, oh, fuck, takes beer out of the mix. And then you realize, it don't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Then either it doesn't matter, or I'm going to have a beer at 6 in the morning, and that's a problem.
You must have done gigs here, shows here, where you've just stayed up the whole night and then stumbled in. I don't think Opie has. He's too
There's
responsible.
probably a couple, but not
anymore. Yeah, I'm boring. There's been a few. Man, come on.
No, not where I've stayed up from a party or something. I don't think so.
You got to
I've
define
been
party.
hungover.
Define party in your world, though. So you have a lot of like people over all the fucking time.
Well, yeah, there have been times where where people have left and then I've gone to bed and
For an
got
hour or
like
two.
2 hours sleep, maybe at most, and then you get up and you're kind of like, well,
You're still in the moment.
Yeah, that's not exactly sobriety right here. And you come in and do the show, and then by the end of the show, it's like, my head's starting to hurt. But yeah, no, that's just fucked. Like, if you get a fresh buzz on, like it was with Afternoon Drive, where right before you hit the air, you're down a couple of beers.
Sure.
That was just like, all right, now we're ready to do a show.
You don't take drugs, do you?
Nah.
Never?
No, I'm not I'm not like a fucking ecstasy or... the only drugs I take are when they're prescribed and they're like...
The legal
legit.
ones.
That's what happened to Greg, wasn't it? That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but like, I'm talking about... I got like a Vicodin for a tooth root canal.
Oh, you Americans and your prescription fucking drugs. Take some coke and ecstasy. Always with Oxycontin.
No,
Vicodin.
It was Vicodin.
And all this stuff.
It was
I got
great.
some Demerol and some Vicodin and some Oxycontin.
Vicodin was cool, though.
This is how people die, though. This is how Heath Ledger died and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
No one
when you got a fucking night table full of them and you're
Wait,
popping them.
no,
I was
because-
taking it for
Hold
the
on.
actual
But
pain in my mouth.
You hear what he's saying though? You're not gonna die from the coke though.
No, this is
You're
why.
gonna die from the
This is the why,
prescription
because you
pills.
get your Xanax, right? And
Yeah.
you go, these are normal pills. So I'll have fucking 8 of them. When you got ecstasy, you go, I don't know what this will do. It looks kind of dirty. I'll bite it in half and see how I feel in 20 minutes. And if I feel all right, I'll have the other half.
The
It's
fucking
the
guy just
doctor
explained
gave
it.
The doctor gave this to me. This got to be good. I can take a few of these.
What about coke? Where's the logic there?
Well, coke you're only taking in lines, aren't you?
Yeah, but you can't really stop once
yeah,
you
but
start.
You can't shove so much in your nose to really overdose. I'm not, condoning. I don't take any of that anymore. I haven't taken coke or anything for a long, long time.
So you're out with the drugs too?
Oh no, I'm going to. I'm trying to get some mushrooms. You can't die from mushrooms.
I don't think anyone's ever OD'd on mushrooms.
And the best time you'll ever have in your whole life. That's the one thing I couldn't do on stage. I was doing Glastonbury, which is like the biggest music festival in the world in Britain.
Who played?
Everybody. I think Paul McCartney was the head act that night, but it's a 3-day festival.
And what, comedians in between the acts, obviously?
No. There's a comedy tent.
Okay.
And in the comedy tent, I was on, and this is when mushrooms were still legal in the UK. Mm-hmm. Sorry, excuse me.
And you mean they were legal at one point?
This was the best thing ever. Right?
You can't just casually say that.
For 2 years, in like 2006 to 2007, because the law was, because mushrooms grow in Britain all over the fields in winter. They've got the right climate, the right grass, and they're just everywhere. So you can't police something that grows naturally. So what they said was they went so dried up mushrooms, because everyone wanted to have them in the summer. So people used to dry them up and then you'd eat them, are illegal. Right? But then the Dutch were just over the thing, and this has been the law for years, and some Dutch guy was like, do you know, I have a hydroponic set. Right? So they started growing them in shops in London, like, when you go to the movies and you get pick and mix, and you get your different lollies, right? Your different sweet...
Wow.
You get your different...
That's...
wow.
You just said something
No clue.
that has no American translation.
Wow.
Okay,
what
you
was
get
it?
your candy...
Pick a mix and you get your lolly.
What's a lolly?
Lollies are candies.
Yeah.
Right, when you get your candy in the little bag and you got the different choices of all the things.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you just-
gotcha.
Yeah.
Take a little this, a little that.
They call that pick and mix.
Oh,
anyway,
Okay. And you get your lolly.
and you get your lolly, right?
Wow.
Now,
I'm going to say that all day.
so you got so what they did was they used to have like this wall of mushrooms in the shop where you go like they'd have like some Philosopher's Stone, some Mexicans, some Colombians, and all the different types of mushrooms, right? And the Dutch guy would walk you along and talk you through what each of them would do.
Oh, man.
And he'd sit there and go, well, do you want something that's more in your head, or do you want your body to be fucked up? Is this the first time you have done these?
It's like picking out a tea.
Yeah, and so we'd get these big bags of them, and because, as you said, legal,
Yeah.
we were doing them once a week. It was the best time, the best 2 years of my life. And then the government came in and fucked it up.
What did
they finally decide?
Completely
They
illegal.
just said, no, you can't sell them in shops, you bloody idiots. Stop this, you fucking morons. Look what you're doing.
Yeah, how long do you think this is going to
But
last?
you can still do it in Holland. That's the weird thing. When you're in Amsterdam, and every time I go to Amsterdam, take mushrooms, right? And it's always like, I'm always there with like my Canadian mate, and we're always like the cliche tourists. But it's that whole thing when you're walking along in Holland with like a hooker and you're on mushrooms, and you see like a group of cops, and you're like, play it cool, play it cool. And then you go, fuck this, I'm allowed to do all these things. I'm not doing anything illegal. And you're just looking at the cop going, I'm on mushrooms, she's a hooker.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's
God
hilarious.
damn. What the fuck do the cops do there?
I'll tell you what they do. They caught me pissing.
Oh, really?
I read an article on that. That's how they get you over there, because people like to pee on all the really nice fucking...
Well, no, because when
old
you're drunk
buildings
or
and
whatever
shit.
and you're stumbling around the street, I got caught pissing. My friend Reg Hunter has a good joke. This is his joke, but Reg Hunter says, he goes, he got caught pissing in Amsterdam, and he goes, the fine was $150. For $60, he could pay to piss on a hooker. Which is actually the going rate in some of the dodgy bits.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Made a mistake.
So you're going to do the shrooms. You're not crazy.
No, not often. They're hard to get in this country, aren't they?
Are they?
Shrooms? I don't know anymore.
I haven't tried to get any in many, many years.
That's what we should do. What are you doing Sunday?
Not mushrooms with Jim Jefferies.
Why not?
I don't know.
Wouldn't
that lead to
like a book? Mushrooms with Jim Jefferies. That's like the how to knit an American quilt.
Yeah. Wouldn't that lead to drinking, maybe, doing the shrooms?
I don't think so.
All right. Just asking.
I'm not an idiot. I know that mushrooms aren't liver impaling, are they? There's got to be some doctor that's going, they're really bad for your liver.
they're horrible for it.
Oh, well, we got to get Dr. Steve on the line.
Ah.
You got some questions for Dr. Steve today?
Can you die from mushrooms?
All right. We could ask him.
Can you have an overdose and pass out? I know you can get into psychoses.
Is the psychosis good?
No, I know you can be rocking backwards and forwards in a chair in a mental home. But will you
Really
die?
that bad?
Well, it's the same. They reckon pot affects more people than any other drug because all the teenagers who become schizophrenic are, smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah.
What's the hangover after mushrooms?
It's all right. You have a nice sleep after those. I've never had a bad. All these people who say they see oh, my friend turned into a lizard and then we couldn't. That's all. I think that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
I just see that if I was in this room, the microphone stands would be a bit wobbly.
Right.
You know what I mean? They'd be flexing around, but they wouldn't turn into a snake.
You better hope not.
I'll
Freak your ass right out, man.
We'll come in here on Sunday.
Dr. Steve.
Hey, boys.
We got Jim Jefferies in studio. He just told everyone that he had to stop drinking because of an enlarged liver, a little blood in his stool. Mm-hmm. So he decided, or the doctor decided for him, that he has to stop drinking. He's not happy about it.
Well, I wanted to for the depression
and the depression part of it. He had enough of that the next day, but now he's into shrooms. And he wants to know if he could die from shrooms, taking too many shrooms.
Well, of course, too much of anything is not good for you. But I believe that mushrooms, the psilocybin in the mushrooms is metabolized.
Oh, the psilocybin.
This is something. I'm in my car. I just dropped my kids off, so doing a little biochemistry this time of the morning is a little difficult for me. But I could look that up for you.
Are you at the drive-thru yet for breakfast?
And an egg McMuffin?
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll have a number 2.
I never cook them up or anything either. I just eat them raw. You
don't put them on cheese.
No,
or
you just fight your fucking way through them. Grab a handful of them
and just fight your way through.
It's horrible.
Everybody would always say, they taste really gross. So eat it with something, put it on a burger, or eat it with a candy bar, and it just. If you do that, you're just making a candy bar taste like shit. Just eat the fucking mushroom.
Exactly. And if you put it in a frying pan or something, all that oil's got to be mushroom goodness that you're losing. You must be cooking out some.
You got to be cooking out some of the buzz,
some of the good stuff.
That's some visual snake work falling into the pan.
Yeah. That's got to be.
So you just eat it raw and you man up to the fucking situation.
But, the shrooms will make you die in some silly ways, though, like walking off a cliff or
killing yourself.
Or walking into the middle of traffic thinking you can. No?
It's not like, like cirrhosis of the liver or something like that.
But as long as you stay in your house.
Oh, yeah. Does the mushrooms affect your liver? Because he really has to take care of his liver. How old are you, Jefferies?
Here's the thing. There are, you're presuming that the person who picked these mushrooms knew what they were doing too, and there are some pretty deadly fucking mushrooms out there.
Wow,
when I first moved to England, we used to just go to a field and try our luck.
Oh my God! There's potluck in the fields.
Eat them from the fucking field.
Hey, you try that one over there.
Wow!
I went down in Australia. My dad picked out some mushrooms from the backyard in Australia to cook up because he thought they were good, but he got ill.
My sister did that.
Fucking turned green and sat in bed rocking.
Yeah, mushrooms. We
fancied herself a horticulturalist and went out and harvested a bunch of mushrooms in her yard and almost died from it.
Why?
My dad eats the snails from the backyard.
Oh my God! What do you mean from the backyard?
From the backyard.
Just
from
like
the
snails
garden.
that are going around.
Just snails hanging out in the garden.
My God. Why would he do that?
Because you can. The same as the snails you eat in escargot. You fucking just fry them up.
You got escargot in your backyard?
Everyone does. They're snails.
Oh, my, that is weird.
Isn't it a certain kind of snail?
I don't know. He eats them.
I don't know.
He eats them. Hey,
Yeah.
Dr. Steve, why is it that some mushrooms make a steak taste, a little better, and other mushrooms will make you see God? Like, I don't get that.
Well, just, mushrooms have a bunch of complex defenses, and some of them make compounds that work on our brains, and other ones don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's just, the variety of nature. I mean, why do some cacti make peyote and other ones just,
I like the
Whatever they
truffles. The truffle ones.
Yeah.
Hey,
those are
Jim?
good.
Yes,
Although
mate.
That's
I
a
did want to
very
ask you
expensive
something
shroom.
that's probably more important is what the blood in your stool, was it bright red or was it
No,
black?
it's bright. It's bright red now. It's only bright red. Yeah.
Okay. So bright red blood usually means that it's that you're bleeding from the lower intestine.
It's hemorrhoids, right? Bright red.
Well, it can be hemorrhoids. Did they look up there?
They said I had two. That was a while back. They put a camera up there and said I had a couple.
Okay.
But they don't seem to hurt anymore, the hemorrhoids. So I just get a bit of bright red. But the thing is, they said they can remove them, but I thought, nah, it's fucking just right out. I don't use Rectinol or any of the ointments either. Preparation H. Just fucking tough it out, man.
Are you sitting on an inner tube right now?
No, just
You all right?
tough it out.
Are you pushing hard? What are you doing? What's causing it?
But see, that's the whole thing. I wasn't having hard poos for about 2 months because of all the drinking. And now I'm having hard poos again. It's like fucking an old friend. I kept on,
An old friend.
I kept on. They used to, like, whenever they go, the first signs of AIDS is 2
Cock
weeks
in
of
your ass.
diarrhea or something like that.
Jesus.
And I'm like, I must have had that for years. But like, my theory on AIDS is I can't have it because if you fuck enough women, one of them's got to be respectful enough to call you eventually. Right?
That's wonderful
And
logic.
say, well, I just wanted you to know I went
yeah.
to the doctor and they told me to contact my sexual partners and I haven't.
You think that one of them would be nice enough to say that I've given it to her? And you got to think if one of them's got it, I've got to be the first port of call they blame, right? and none of them have done that. And also, a few girls that I've slept with very quickly afterwards have had kids, and you got to think they test pregnant chicks.
What logic you have, Jim
kinda-
Jefferies.
it kinda makes sense.
It makes total sense.
Dr.
Yeah.
Steve, does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It does though, Steve, doesn't it? It does make a little bit of sense, and you doctors don't want to conform to me keeping it real with the AIDS front. I don't know what that means.
And he's got the enlarged liver there, Dr. Steve. Talk to him. Because he said he's not going to quit drinking for good.
I'm giving it 6 months, and then I'm going to start drinking like an adult, just like stag do's. And
Some people with alcohol problems can pull that off, but very few. We really recommend if you have a problem with drinking that you just leave it alone. I mean, what's the
what else you got there, Steve?
Really?
Yeah.
He's looking for other choices.
Needs another option there. He doesn't like that
He needs
one.
a few options, Dr. Steve. Give him some hope. Needs a little
Give
hope
him-
today.
Give him a bottle of your wine. That'll get anyone off of drinking.
And then clear up the
Let me ask you
hemorrhoids, too.
something. Did they do a blood test and said that your liver was out of whack?
Yeah, just
can't
enlarged.
drink.
It wasn't in dire straits, bad, but it was starting to get fucking swollen and a bit crap.
There's a little ragged around the edge.
Yeah, and they didn't have to do a blood test. It was hanging out of my ass at the time.
The liver will definitely.
They just looked at it and just sort of held it a bit and slapped it.
What's that, Dr. Steve? What will
I'm saying the liver will definitely regenerate if you stop exposing it to alcohol. But here's the thing: once your liver tests start to get out of whack, then what you're looking at is sort of a pre-cirrhosis situation. And if you expose it to alcohol again, it appears to be quite sensitive to it, and it'll just happen again. If you just keep doing it, eventually you're going to do some irrevocable damage to
I wish
your liver.
Jimmy
You gotta
was
have your liver. You just gotta have it.
You gotta have it, right?
I wish Jimmy was here. Jimmy does an impression of Dr. Steve that is so funny and dead on.
That's hilarious.
He said it was just the start of bad stuff. It wasn't,
Right.
I
right.
wasn't in dire straits. Like,
So you got plenty of liver
yeah,
left.
no, I'm not waiting for a donor or nothing like that.
Yeah.
No.
So you'll go
Well,
back
that's
to
what
drinking.
I'm saying. You
No,
caught it.
hey, I might never drink again. You have a
Yeah,
little-
you'll go back
It's
to
the
drinking.
it's the depression thing that I don't want to do. I suffer from horrible depression. I can't, it's
Yeah.
You take a little pill for that.
Post-drinking depression.
No. See, it's like not using erectinol. I toughen up because those pills don't work on alcohol, and I've always been drinking along with it. So I used to take antidepressants, but then I got this theory that they don't have antidepressants in Africa, and they have less suicide in Africa, right? And the people in Africa
Have shitty lives.
have shitty lives.
So why aren't they depressed?
Less suicide because
I'll tell you why. Because
they have
more
less
genocide.
responsibility. That's why.
I talk about this on stage. It's because we were brought up on dreams, and we see dreams as wonderful things that keep us going and all that type of stuff. The reason we live for is our dreams. The reason we die is for our dreams, because dreams, when they don't happen, you get depressed and then you get down. Before I was a comic, I just dreamt of getting up on stage for 5 minutes. Now I've got an HBO special. My dream is to become a movie star. And if I'm not a movie star, I'm going to kill myself. Right? That's further than I've ever thought I'll go in life, and I'm depressed because I can see further. If you live in Africa, your life's so shit. 1 in 4 of you dying from AIDS. You live 5 miles from clean water. Can't even think to move closer to the water. That's how shit your life is. But you see what I'm saying? It's
Another good point by Jefferies.
you
got to write a book. Got some good theories.
I bet they're depressed, though.
Of course they're depressed. They don't have TV or nothing.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, the only reason they kill themselves is they can't find a sharp enough implement. There's not one building high enough to jump off.
It's hard to throw yourself off a mud hut and actually kill
You just land in more mud.
Can't stab
It's
yourself with a
actually-
stick,
It's
right?
actually the only way they can kill themselves is by fucking each other. And even then, that's a slow fucking demise.
That's funny, man.
shit.
All right, Dr. Steve, stay on the line. We got Steve from Connecticut. I think. Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Steve from Connecticut, you're talking to Jim Jefferies. By the way, Jim's in town because he's playing Caroline's tonight, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. Wow.
And Sunday,
nice.
yeah.
Right on, man. 212-757-4100. Jim
Sunday's
Jefferies.
the Monday show. Me and Ant. Mushroom show.
Yeah, the Mushroom Show. is
Mushroom
Sunday.
show.
Get your tickets now for Jim Jefferies at Caroline's. You did real well last time you were there, right? So
Yeah,
these
yeah.
tickets, are going to be hot.
We
so.
almost sold out last time, so yeah.
Get your tickets early. Steve, Connecticut, go ahead.
Jim, you know what they also have in Africa that they've got a lot more of than here? Is sunshine. If you're living in England in places where there's very little sunshine, that affects your body's ability to make the necessary chemicals to have a balanced mood.
Yeah, but in America, you got plenty of sunshine.
Yeah, he lives in L.A. now.
I live in L.A.
I think there's sunshine there.
There's some sunshine over there.
I don't draw the curtains. I live like a vampire. My room stinks.
Really?
Yeah, fucking stinks.
The other thing I wanted to offer you is, if you've been drinking and, taking a variety of drugs for a long time, the thermostat, if you will, in your brain that delivers the chemicals hasn't had a chance to operate without those influences. Give it 6 months without anything, your mood may correct itself. Or, at the very least, you'll be able to take advantage of some of the newer antidepressant pills, which are really changing people's lives out there.
That's some very funny stuff. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, listen to this guy just hawking his fucking wares.
Let me go with some
Chuli's gum salesman.
let me go with some reality here. When do you think you're going to start drinking again?
I think I'll dip my toe back in the water in maybe 6 to 8 months. Just to see.
Oh,
Steve,
wow.
Dr. Steve, that bothers you?
yeah. Well, look, I'm not some namby-pamby, just say no guy. But once you've had some,
You know who's a namby-pamby? Anyone who uses the term namby-pamby.
then you are one, right?
Absolutely.
If you've had some liver damage already, you're prone to get liver damage again, and it can become a serious thing. I would really advise against drinking, Jim, and
I like that one.
Especially with the the Geraldo thing, man.
Is
that a wake up call for you comedians, Jim?
I didn't know Greg. I thought he was an amazing comic, and it did. Yesterday I was shook
He
up
openly
by it.
admitted his partying ways.
Yeah, I was
many times in this show and elsewhere.
There's plenty of other comics, the Jim Belushis and the Chris Farleys and even what's his name, Artie Lang, who's had his difficulties and all that. And of course. And the thing is, great comics as well. I always find that the ones with the habits and the self-destruction are always seem to be the better comics. Because we have to fight through, not lack of ambition, but lack of getting shit done. You know what I mean? Like, you got those, like, we're not the guys on the computer all day going, come and see me at this, and I'm at Governor's, and I'm doing that, and then constantly doing little clips on the internet trying to promote ourselves.
Yeah.
We're waking up with a fucking hooker with a cigarette put out in her eye. You know what I mean? And thinking, and then
you got to work through that on stage.
Every couple of days I get a phone call from my manager. I'm not sure if it's good or bad news. I'm just like, did they like? They did like me, of course they did. I had a good weekend.
Ones who had a substance abuse problem and then kick it, though, get to live to enjoy their career, like Jim Norton, Ron Bennington, and people like that. So there are good examples.
No, I do. I would like to do that. I really want to get into movies, and I don't think there's a possibility of me doing it if I don't do anything. So I'm off the booze.
Well, Brian in Virginia has something really good for you, Jim Jefferies.
You guys are very... I like how unencouraging you are. Greg Giraldo has just died of substance abuse, and you're there going, you can't do it.
With the holidays coming up, no way. You're not lasting 6 to 8 months. Brian, go ahead. Virginia.
Morning, guys.
Hey.
Jim, you just need to man up and just get on the transplant list and keep drinking.
Yeah, why don't you get on the transplant list now? That's not a bad idea.
That would be a good thing to get on the list now.
I got to get my green card first. I don't think they let those immigrants straight on the list.
We have.
I'm not allowed to get unemployment benefits. How often do you think they're going to give me a liver?
It's going to be a while.
We have Dr. Steve on the phone. Dr. Steve.
Yes.
I got some advice for Jim Jefferies with the seepage. He's got the liver is very visceral, and if you've got the seepage, then the liver, the membrane of the liver. You don't want to drink the seepage.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Dr. Steve.
Then you got to do the foul. Yeah. He's no Jim Norton,
and you got to speed up your words all of a sudden. And then slow him down again.
God damn. That will make me fucking laugh every time Jimmy would do that.
Well, start talking like he's dead now. The way that you just say every time.
Well, he's
Jimmy
taking a major.
he's
taking a major chance just to get on a stage in North Carolina. Did you see the map? It is a green fucking blob that stretches from New York all the way through North Carolina.
Dude, I'm not even. I was looking at the New York map, and that's one thing. The Raleigh map is worse.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is spinning down there.
So what
by Raleigh.
Is it like a small hurricane?
Yeah, it's like a hurricane that kind of busted apart. It's tropical storm kind of shit.
Not a Katrina.
No, but it's windy and he's taking a prop plane, so he's freaking out.
Well, not anymore. He switched flights. That's
Did
why
he get a jet?
That's why he fled the building.
I would love to die in a plane.
Really? Is that be good?
Why would you love?
That's the way.
That's rock and roll.
That's the way you become iconic.
That is true.
That's the way to do it, man. Because especially where my career is right now. Because if I die in a plane now, people will always be talking about what I could have been. I want to do it before I've outlived, because I'll never reach my potential. I got heaps of potential. I'll never reach it, right? But people will always talk about I could have been something.
They'll listen to all your older stuff and just be like, listen to the genius that this guy was.
But he was just getting started.
Yeah,
This is the thing. I always think that when I get on planes, I go, this would be a good one to die on, right? And then because I'm depressed, I'm hungover from the day before, thinking, plane death, right? I get on a plane once, and I never met him before. I've never gigged with him since or before. And I sit next to Bob Saget.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, man. Now they're only going to talk about this cunt.
They'll just talk about
They'll
faggot.
never talk about me.
No, not
I'm the big bopper of that flight, aren't I?
Yep, you are the big bopper of that flight.
So-
and he was fucking Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
I was on a flight with him once too, and thought the same thing. Like, fucking Bob Saget, fucking up everybody's chance.
This
to
plane better not go
be
down.
famous.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got Dr. Steve on the line.
I get a
Dr.
bit of press
Steve.
in Britain, maybe.
Can I tell you 2 breakfast burritos and large coffee? Sorry, guys. The other thing about the liver is the epidural sac that you want to take care of, and maybe a cup of wine once in a while. You really need to watch the seepage, so it's really critical.
I love how he's picking up on the fact that you eat like shit, Doc. Fucking, I'm calling him about advice on how to keep my heart healthy, and he's ordering. What were you ordering? I was trying to tell these guys the other day.
Steve
A number
Tyler.
3 or something?
No, it was a number 2 from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's one. And what do you get with the number 2?
I don't know, some fucking cheese and...
I was in Taco Bell the other day, and
Nice.
the meal
Right?
came. I ordered everything I wanted, and the girl's like, "That'll be $2.80."
I know, isn't that amazing?
Was not. I would rather it be $5. I don't want to know that they've put in, because that means they've got to put in $1 worth of ingredients into that meal.
Yeah.
That means that's really shitty stuff. I would rather it be triple the price and be slightly better grade. I don't want the bargain. It's one of the rudest drunken things I've ever said to a young comic like this, right? I finished the gig, and then afterwards I wanted to go to get something to eat. And there was like a buffet over there, and I fucking hate buffet meals because I'm a pig. And if I see something like that, I'll go, shrimp and chocolate cake, and I'll put everything on the same plate. You know,
don't even care.
It never looks right. I like a meal that's presented to me that looks nice. Like this,
it's supposed to all go together,
yeah,
right?
it's supposed to all go together. I hate
Like
buffet
meat,
food.
potatoes, maybe a little vegetable.
Yeah,
Not chocolate cake
and
and
don't-
shrimp cocktails.
And I went, let's go to this other restaurant next door. And he goes, this one's all you can eat. And I said, when you're a headliner, mate, everywhere's all you can eat. That's got to be one of the cuntiest things you can say to a young comic.
Pretty cunty.
That's hilarious. Hey, we got Chris in California. Chris, hanging with Jim Jefferies today.
Hey, Jim, this is Chris.
G'day, Chris.
Open A. I'm 48 days sober now, and I never fucking thought I'd ever be like this. But I just give you something to think about. Have you ever woke up and actually felt good the next day besides being high?
Yeah, I've had a few days lately where I have woken up because I haven't been drinking, where I've felt pretty good. But also, sometimes I have sex with good-looking women, and they're good mornings as well. You ever woken up next to a good-looking woman?
Oh,
that's great.
yeah, my wife, but that's a thing for the
Your wife.
Good answer.
Yeah, that must be an exciting wake up. She's here again.
Good answer. My wife.
Hey, no, she ain't here no more. That's what I'm fucking getting at.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There you go. That is a great way to get rid of a hangover too. If you wake up
get married?
in the morning, no, yeah, right. You get more pain in the marriage than the fucking hangover. Is the sex in the morning when you have a hangover? Dr. Steve, are you still there?
I am so horny.
Why does
when I'm
Why does
hungover.
that feel so good?
Very, very
That's the
horny.
best sex you can have.
Very horny hungover, and it really does take away the hangover.
Fuck, I don't think we ever talked about this before. You're absolutely right.
The wank I have
wank.
in the morning when I'm hungover, I'm never. That's the only thing that's still living inside me is horny. That's the only thing that's still like got a little ember that's keeping me going.
The spark, a little spark
And
there.
I find it hard to come in the morning when I'm hungover as well. Like I do that wank that sort of looks like, like your sheets are like there's your body laid out. Like what's that cloth that had Jesus on it, the Shroud of Turin? Like where you have that
It's all the
outline.
fucking dump sweats.
Yeah.
I want to hear though from Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve, what is the science behind the fact that that the sex does kind of take away the hangover?
It certainly does. That when you have an orgasm, there are two chemicals or two classes of one class of chemicals and another chemical that are released, and the most important one is this stuff called oxytocin.
Cum.
Okay, 3. So you've got this chemical called oxytocin, which is a chemical that's released when women breastfeed, and also it stimulates uterine contractions in childbirth, and it causes a feeling of trust and overall well-being and bonding, and so that's one of the chemicals. The other one is endorphins, which are basically opioids or narcotic-like agents that are released by the central nervous system, and stimulate the pain and pleasure centers of the brain, and just make you feel better. So there's absolutely validity behind that.
Now, why the fuck isn't there a way, if we have these abilities and these chemicals in our body, how come you got to do these certain fucking puzzle things like have sex or have like need an adrenaline burst, some kind of fright or something to release these chemicals? Why can't you just release the fucking things? Wouldn't that be great? It's like, I need some endorphins, and then you just can release it and feel better.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had a wank while you're driving?
We talked about that too.
Yeah.
But,
you never done it?
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not a.
Of course.
I'm not
Yeah, I've had it. Yeah.
Of course.
Keep me awake.
Especially if you got a really long, boring drive.
It's funny because sometimes
Anna's never done it.
I have a wank in bed to make myself go to sleep. I have a wank while driving to keep me up.
Yes.
And really?
Yeah.
While we're at
and so I can't do it without porn anymore. So I used to keep a porn mag in the glove box and put it under the seat next to me.
You're worse than
I was driving
you just gotta have a good fucking visual fucking memory.
I always knock one out on long flights as well to break the trip up.
How do you do that?
Under the blanket.
I go to the toilet. I take my phone. I got a few pictures on my phone.
Yeah.
I can't do it just straight without any.
Well, what if it's a red eye? You can do it right in your seat while everyone else is sleeping.
No, but
what are you gonna do?
Right in your seat.
How do you clean up?
That was a bit too. You can put it right in your seat.
Right under the blue blanket.
No, because I don't that isn't a thrill for me that I could get caught. I've never been that guy.
Everyone's sleeping.
You just want to get one out.
But sometimes I do just leave it everywhere in the little toilet just so the next person... No, I don't do that.
Hey, while we're at it, because you brought it up, because people getting sick of me bringing this up, but do you shit outside? Have you shit outside? You've done the fucking jerk on the road.
No, I don't shit outside. No.
I gotta think I'm a creep.
No, I never shit outside.
I'm a creep.
I don't like when women piss either. If I see a woman piss, then I'm off her for life.
Really?
There's something so unladylike about a woman's piss. Like a man's piss is what a woman should have. That gentle, thin, pointed stream.
Oh, they got like.
We have the effeminate piss.
Yeah, they got
where
that
they
waterfall.
have just that. And it's like, whenever like a woman goes to the toilet and she's always like whinging about some man like pissing on the seat, it's just like, oh, he left some urine on the floor. You tried doing standing love with the fucking stream you got going.
That's great.
See, the bathroom looked like a yellow Jackson Pollock painting.
There is something odd about watching a chick like in the woods or next to a dumpster in a parking lot, and she's got to pull her panties and skirt or something around her ankles, and she's got to pull them away really far forward. Or else they're just gonna get soaked.
It's like a horse doing it. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing when women do it.
It's a little rough to look at.
There you go.
A little rough.
Oh, fucking Danny's the king. He picked up a bunch of fucking.
By the way,
oh yeah, good on you.
By the way, they say the meat in some of these fast food joints, I don't want to mention one in particular, is like cow tongue and all that. That's why it's so fucking cheap.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
well,
they're grinding down. They're grinding down the.
Yeah, but I eat fucking haggis, man.
The leftovers of the cow.
It's fucked up.
There's this processed stuff called pink slime that they add to the beef in some of these places.
What the fuck is that?
Ooh,
Pink
so
slime.
much pink slime.
Some kind of filler.
Sweet pink slime.
Shit.
All right.
How come all the girls pissing in these pictures are hot as fuck?
You want to see a fat pig doing that?
No, but I mean, you would think there'd be a fat pig chick taking a piss. I'm not even talking about the porn sites.
I once shagged a bird who was like a proper squirter.
Yeah, really?
And just like floods in the room.
Wow.
And the first two times you're like, whoo-hoo-hoo. And then the third and fourth, you're like, I fucking sleep here. Like this was flipping the mattress at the end of sex. It was like having to lay down towels upon, like proper, like, she was shooting out like half a pint at a time.
Really?
Where you just like, and she was doing like 8 times, and you just like, and it was just water everywhere.
So you start yelling, "You're ruining my shit! Stop it already!"
And
It was fun the first time.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Good. She
fun.
looks like she might be English. That girl.
We're just looking at pictures now of girls pissing in the street.
She's doing that. What are you looking at?
Yeah.
I'm just fucking pissing, aren't I?
Trying to take a piss here.
Well, let's let Dr. Steve order his fast food breakfast.
Yes, Dr. Steve, thank you again. Very informative, as usual.
Yeah, what is the doctor eating this morning?
Actually, I'm fasting this morning, so.
Oh.
Why are you fasting this morning?
Well, just because I was trying to get to work on time.
Oh, great. So you'll be thinking clearly as you're shaking from not having any food
Exactly.
in you.
Yeah, I like a doctor.
As your blood sugar level drops, someone needs real advice and you can't give it to them.
Yeah, there's going to be some girl suffering from anorexia, and you're going to go, "That's me as well. I'm also fasting."
I'm thinking of going vegan. It's there's just so many things about our meat supply is starting to skeeve me out.
Don't be
afraid, vegan. That'll
Yeah,
make
don't
it
be
easy.
a fruit.
That'll make it easy to go out to dinner.
Yeah, do that after you leave New York.
Yeah,
I'm counting on bringing you out to a nice dinner for everything you do.
I couldn't date
I'm not
it.
going to a vegan restaurant with Dr. Steve.
Could you go out with a vegan, have a girlfriend who's a vegan?
It
It's
did.
a pain in the ass. No, I went out with a vegetarian.
Vegetarian. I went out with a vegetarian for a while, and that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And also, don't you when you're in restaurants with a vegetarian, and they suggest like a restaurant, you go, "You gotta go to this restaurant. It's wonderful." It's like your opinion doesn't count.
Yeah, yours doesn't count.
You're a fucking moron. And they're always going in there going, "Oh, they have a lovely pea and something soup," and you're like, "Fuck off,
that's
you
great.
fucking moron."
And then my chick would always be like, she'd get pissed because I'd pick a restaurant and go like, "I want to go here because I want a steak or something good." And so the first thing I do, though, I wouldn't even look at what I want to get. I'd have to start looking and going, "Oh, shit, I hope she could fucking eat here." So you start looking, and then I go like, "Oh, look, they have this." You know, they
have one
and she's
dish.
like, "I don't need you to tell me what I could eat. I could find this." You're like, "All right, fuck, forget it."
Yeah.
It is a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the fucking ass. And then
work
once
with
they
the idea, but I always go back to the.
then once they go vegan, cheese is out.
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
other shit. So what do you want? Here, have the bread.
You can't have
No
eggs.
butter,
you can't have
milk,
things.
cheese. Yeah, shit like that. So it's
Just
like
eating vegetables.
and then all meat, nothing, no fish, no fucking. What do you eat? What the fuck
You know,
are you eating?
I
Tofu?
hate when they fucking they have their like their soya bacon.
Yeah.
Or it's like you've made your fucking choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, don't
We
fucking
got tofurkey and tofakin,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we got some knot dogs,
Yeah.
and we have.
I think it's why Linda McCartney got breast cancer.
Yeah, not eating enough meat.
Not eating enough meat.
Enough red meat. Hey, guys, I got to break in for a second. We got Jim Norton. We want to get his progress. He fled. He ran out of this building, basically, to get on a... to get an earlier flight. Jimmy.
There's really not much to tell. We just left the Lincoln Tunnel. We're en route, and the rain has kind of slowed down, so hopefully we can get a little window.
Well, I wanted to call you because people are telling me that trees are falling down in North Carolina from all the rain.
All right, well, I'm sure it's going to be a horrific trip in, but...
Raleigh looks worse than New York does on the maps.
Yeah, I'm sure it does for every reason possible. Real estate, fucking income.
Average income.
Hey, I also got you on the line because Jim Jefferies announced that he stopped drinking.
Oh, good, Jim. That's great to hear. How long?
1 month and 2 days.
And it was because of a doctor's advice about I don't know, maybe,
But also
maybe an enlarged
But
liver and some other things happening.
You're acting like I was told by a doctor. I was planning on doing it anyway. Yeah. You have no faith in me, do you?
Well, you said you're going to dip your toes back in eventually.
I would
And
like...
that's why I want Jim Norton to say that, to be on the line here.
I would like to be an adult in my life and be able to do it.
He's gonna dip his toe back in eventually, Jim Norton.
Be able to just drink socially.
If the liver is going to swell, there's going to be a fluid buildup, and there's going to be seepage in the pancreas. I'm happy to hear it, Jim. I'm very happy to hear that you stopped, even if it's just for a while. I'm very pleased to hear that.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
See, that's someone being encouraging.
if you guys get any updates, please let us know. All right, Jim.
Oh, we're in traffic. Believe me, I have so many great updates. I'll call you when we're going through Easy Pass. It'll be more big laughs.
All right.
See you guys.
Norton on his way to Raleigh, North Carolina. We got Dr. Steve. We'll let you go, Dr. Steve.
Yeah, Dr.
Okay,
Steve,
boys.
thank you,
Weird
man.
Medicine this weekend, and then again on a live show October 16th.
That's right.
There you go.
Thank you for the advice, Dr. Steve. One more
Okay,
thing.
buddy. Hey.
Is lumpy cum normal?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, rock on. Enjoy your breakfast.
All right, there you go.
Enjoy your breakfast.
And Jim Jefferies, of course, playing Caroline's tonight. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday. 212-757-4100. Jason Ellis joins the program next.
Oh, bloody hell. Fucking 2 Australians in here.
That's
Fucking
right.
hell.
I think you guys will end up getting along.
Maybe we'll. I'm a self-hating Australian.
Yeah, it was it's been a little rough between you two.
It was only one incident. It'll be fine. He's probably listening right now. I'm a big fan of him and all of his skateboarding adventures.
I was watching a show called I Survived, and there was this Australian woman, and there was this apparently just a huge fire that was sweeping over their entire little village or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get away, and her describing it made me I wanted to throw something through my TV.
Oh, we couldn't go any further. The flames were just getting so high.
And it was like, so the fire was getting very hot, and we got in our car.
No, you're going up at the end. I don't do that anymore.
It was all up at the end. Everything up at the end. And I was like, stop doing that.
We got to find this clip now.
As we drove away, I was thinking to myself,
Yeah.
I was thinking, fire's not good.
I couldn't find me father. And I got me daughter. We went in the car trying to go to the park. Stop doing that.
Sometimes when I'm at the airport and I see like a group of Australians, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you're embarrassing me. And they're going, we're going to Disney. You ever been to Disney? And I'm like, I fucking live here, you fucking cunts. Fuck off. I'm horrible. I'm applying for a green card, man. I'm going to become American. I'm going to do the full thing.
That's it.
Then I'll be like you guys. I'm going to drive a big fucking truck.
Yeah, big SUV.
And I'm just going to fucking kill the world and the environment. I don't give a fuck.
That's our job.
Be American.
That's America's job is to fuck this place up.
Yeah.
Just fuck the world up. It's the next generation's problem. I was talking about that to somebody. I was like, you know something? Hey, everybody says, oh, we got to save the world and make the world good for our children and this, that. Fuck that. Every other generation's been in charge of having to fix the last generation's shit. Do you know there used to be fucking smokestacks just billowing coal out all
I hate
over?
how they blame our generation.
Yeah.
There was it's like, did we invent CFCs?
No.
Did we invent the fucking motor car? Did we were the people
No.
And it's also like our parents had. My dad was always like, "Why haven't you bought yourself a house yet?" And I go, "Because I'm not a citizen. I'm a self-employed guy, and even though I make good money and all that, it's very hard for me to get a loan because A, B, and C." I'm watching this documentary, America: The History of Us. I watched it all in a day. I went from the fucking Mayflower right through to the invention of the Mac computer, and then I had to go to my gig. So I still don't know what happened on 9/11. but I got up to there. And they had this thing where they go, and the average house in America, by today's money, the average house in America was $30,000. By today's money.
Wow.
Right? So that meant cunts like our parents were like, I could buy a house in cash right now.
Easy.
Now the average price is 10 times that amount.
Yep.
It's obviously harder for us because the world's more populated and therefore it's, so the next generation's even more fucked. And we're not even going to have a pension because there's not going to be the workforce to take care of us.
Yeah.
Because this whole idea of the population getting too big, it's got nothing to do with people say, I have the one-child policy like China. That doesn't work. You've got to kill old people. Because if you've only got one child each time, there's not enough people paying taxes, therefore we can't take care of the old people, therefore we're fucked.
It's a pyramid scheme that's going to, the bottom is going to fall
When
out.
you get to 65, we've got to put you on a raft and just wave at you. And just float away. And just go, fuck off, you old cunt. I'm taking your house. And we keep doing that in circulation, the world's fine.
They've come up with so many new drugs and new ways to just keep people
every
alive.
time I hear of a new vaccine, I swear. Like, just bring back polio.
Just let it sweep across the world.
Whatever happened to scarlet fever?
Where
Some of
is
the
that
shit's
good
coming
stuff?
back. A little
Yeah,
bit.
I want to see a cunt in an iron lung. I haven't seen someone in an iron lung for fucking years.
Here in the lung, bring it back.
Bring it back.
Oh,
God damn, with the stupid mirror that they used to have to look at people through.
See, my
bus driver fucking, the kids fucking up mirror. This iron lung guy had to look at.
What did the iron lung do? I don't even know what the disease was. Was it just a bit of asthma?
It was like a polio thing, and your diaphragm wouldn't work.
He's laughing at the pictures.
Your diaphragm wouldn't work to expand and contract your lungs, and you couldn't breathe. So that would do it mechanically.
It looks like a hell of an invention.
It really, like, whoever came up with that, and it was some guy working at like an oil tanker factory. That's just like, I just used some parts that were laying around.
See, that to me looks like something in the future. Looks something that was way in the past. Looks like something that's way in the future.
Look forward to.
See, it's like movies. Movies have never really encapsulated what like Back to the Future 2 with the hoverboards and all that. It's only 5 years away.
I know. Yeah,
they're not. It's never going to work out. Never going to work out. But the iron lung.
All right. Well,
the iron lung. That one. Bring the iron lung back.
All right, we'll continue with this after the break. Jim Jefferies has a lot of fine thoughts. Jason Ells joins us in just a bit. And Travis, you got some Greg Giraldo going into break? No, you don't? Opie and Anthony. We got Jason Ellis. He's going to be in studio in just a minute or two here. I don't know. Jason Ellis and Jim Jefferies went at it on the phone or something, right? First time you're going to meet them live.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're both from the same place originally, right?
Probably, yes.
So yeah,
I'm sure.
I think in the end you guys will be just fine.
Because he's a funny guy. I'm an excellent skateboarder. Not many people know that about me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either, but I just think that I could do it.
Yeah,
I don't come off as the type.
Yeah.
If I said I was good at any sport, would you go, really? That seems about, yeah.
No.
Let me think of what sport, maybe. Like bowling.
Yeah, I look like a guy who
You look like a bowler.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you good at bowling?
No, I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But
you think
because of the shaky hands, you think a big heavy ball, that would be a go-to sport for me?
Yeah. Yeah, all you got to do is heave it down the fucking lane, drink some beer, hang out.
10-pin bowling is the weird thing that I think that's the only sport in the world that every single country has gone, nah, we like that. Every other sport, every other country has its own little separate things, but everyone universally has gone, and we all like it the same amount. Everyone's like, yeah, we like 10-pin bowling a bit.
Not candlestick bowling.
Yeah.
It's not like it doesn't run away with a country where it's like, oh wow, that's the national sport of this country or whatever. But everyone likes going. It's fun.
So we should have the World Cup in bowling. Fuck that soccer thing. The whole world could get involved with a bowling tournament.
I took my nephew and my niece bowling the other day, and kids now are shit at it because. You know, because of the bumper bowling. Putting the bumper bowling. When I was a kid, you just got gutter ball after gutter ball, and you fucking manned up about the whole thing.
You had to figure out how to not fucking get it in the gutter.
And you went back with a score of 27.
Yeah.
And you were like, all right, that was better than last week was 18. I'm getting better. Then you'd fluke one thing. So my nephew now has reached 11, and my niece is 9. And so I said, when I was out in Australia, I said, okay, she can still have the gutters, but you're too fucking old. You can't have them. And then he realised he used to get these top scores, and then he figured out he was shit at it. Right?
Yeah.
And so he started crying because his sister's beating him in a game. And I go, you're 11, you stop fucking crying. So that was his outing with his uncle. Just learning that he's shit at sport and being told to man up.
They used to drag those literal bumpers. They had like the big fucking mat
tubes.
things, the tubes that they put in the gutter. And now it's just these electronic fucking
that come up to their turn.
Come up. And yeah, sometimes they come up for, you could program it in so it comes up for little Jimmy or something like that.
You should only be allowed to have the bumpers if you're under 5 or you're Down syndrome. Or
in a wheelchair, maybe?
A quad.
Or
if you're a quad,
all right.
If you're a quad with a ramp and a pointing hat, like to push the ball off the ramp.
I'm not into that fucking little wheelchair person, little aiming device, and they put the bowling ball on top of it and roll it down.
You're not into that? You're not into that?
It's not bowling.
Yeah, but
let me use that fucking thing. I'll be able to put it in one spot, know exactly where it is for a strike every fucking time.
Yeah, but you're not a retard.
Some people would argue that point.
I think Down syndrome people, because they got the superhuman strength. See, I used to. No, they do. They're superhuman. See, this is the whole thing about Down syndrome people, right? Everyone thinks that they have a bad life, but in my experience with working with disabled people, Down syndrome people, happiest people on earth.
Yeah.
But always hugging and happy, amazing sexual energy to them as well. But it's because the guys have big cocks and they're really strong, and quintessentially that's all you want in life.
To be strong and have a big cock.
That would make you happy.
Yeah. So that's why they're happy.
Yeah. I got a big cock and I can lift heavy things. Opie, why have you gone quiet? Are you?
Oh no, you're not
going to tell me that your brother's Down syndrome
or
or something like that?
So Sam was giving me
Jefferies'
something I had to
logic
check out for a second.
Is impeccable.
Impeccable.
Your logic is impeccable.
This logic has to be in a book.
It's fantastic.
It's very good.
Well, they're measured arguments.
Well, why don't we move on? Because Jason Ellis is hanging outside the studio. Sam has got a little update because there's problems outside the studio already.
Yeah, during the break, I was in the producer studio discussing show strategies with Troy and Travis.
Oh, wow.
Sure you were.
At which point Liam, our talent booker, who was with our guest, who you would think would be treated respectfully before he came on the show, let me know that blind intern Stevie had somehow...
Speaking of Down syndrome.
Yes.
People are confused. They're seeing the latest video. He does not have Down syndrome.
No, I thought he might have when...
You think he might have a little of the Downs,
see, this
right?
is the whole thing. He's got the look, he's got the physique, but he doesn't have the charm or happiness.
Probably the big cock of the super.
And you nailed what he looks like, by the way, Jim Jefferies.
He looks like the little boy out of the Far Side calendar.
Yes, he does. So what is Stevie doing?
Well, I left him in the office, and he, for some reason, on his own accord, for once, I didn't even instigate this. On his own accord, he waddled up the hallway and started fighting with Jason Ellis.
About what? Like, what's his beef?
Bring him in.
He fought with him yesterday. He's making fun of his accent. He called him a princess.
Why didn't he make fun of my accent? Why?
He said after you left the room, you said you were a self-hating Australian earlier. Yeah. After you left the room, Stevie goes, "Now that's a good Australian."
Fuck this Down syndrome.
Now you're mad at him too. Get him in here.
Fucking.
You want to bring Jason in too, or you want to talk to Stevie first?
Bring in the Far Side.
Bring in Stevie for a sec. He has the worst eyes without not being blind.
Yeah.
This is it.
So, okay.
Stevie, what's going on with you?
I don't know what's going on with you guys.
Oh, stop it.
You know what you just did then was when my parents go, "Where have you been all night?" "I don't know. Where have you been all night?" You're in trouble.
What's your problem with
Jason Ellis?
Jason Ellis and Australians.
Why don't you like
the guy outside? Okay, here's what happened.
The guy outside.
Okay.
The trained killer, yes.
I was introduced to him yesterday, and I was trying to have a casual conversation with him because I don't really know the guy at all. So I figured...
Mistake number one, by the way, you're a fucking intern. You're not supposed to be having casual conversations with the guests.
Sam introduced me. Sam kind of forced my hand a little bit. He's like, "Here, why don't you, meet Jason?"
Just blame Sam. By the way, passing the buck. Good strategy.
This is the same thing that happened with the morning mashup. For some reason, he's the one intern. When I introduce him to people that might help him somehow, like other interns would be like, "Oh, cool, you introduced me."
Yeah.
He's saying, "Yes, Sam forced me to meet this guy."
No, I didn't say...
You never know if he's looking for like a half a retard or something. You're perfect for the job.
Look at your fucking. Oh, look at your Larry Sanders lips. You are fucking.
He's Larry Sanders.
Doesn't he have Larry Sanders lips?
You do have Larry Sanders lips. Yeah.
I can't help how
And Ricky Lake's body.
He looks like Bobby too.
Yeah, Bobby from fucking
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
You got a little Bobby.
Now, hey there, Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby?
Bobby? Yeah. So what's wrong with Jason Ellis?
So I started having a conversation with him. I'm not blaming Sam at all, by the way. I mean, I'm just saying, I had a conversation with this guy.
Right.
And somehow it ended up him hating me, and we ended up having this back and forth where...
This must have been like when you met your dad.
Oh, don't bring up his dad.
No, sorry.
Stevie, he didn't even know, Stevie.
I'm sorry. I know, it's all right. It's all
Dad
right.
hates him.
He scares very easily, and we finally learned why, because he got beat up a lot as a kid.
Oh, you're
by
like
his own father.
You're
might have
like when
melted
you get a rescue pet and you can't pat it.
Yeah, he's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Who hasn't been smacked by their father? Man up, you
I'll
pussy.
tell you
No,
what.
I'm not.
I tell you what, my mother, this is how sadistic this bitch was,
Gunta.
right? Yeah, she used to make me think when I did something wrong that I'd gotten away with it, right? and then would be punching you at 3 in the morning. Would wake you up to hits. 5 or 6 hours later, she'd put an ass kicking in her diary. So yeah, you didn't have it so bad. Come on.
Gary Shandling shit is annoying.
No,
me
I don't
now.
want sympathy for it. I just,
Now you fucking completely brushed over the whole thing. So we were talking, and then he hates me. What happened during the conversation? You had to have done something that pissed him off. And if he comes in here
Tony
and tells
Curtis
us,
is dead.
Yeah, we know about that one.
We were talking. I noticed he had an Australian accent. I asked him, you're all from Australia, and he's like has this attitude towards me. I don't even.
Well, then Stevie started making boomerang jokes.
Oh, okay. See, now why you leave that shit out?
Why would you do that?
Tell me the boomerang.
Joke.
Tell me the boomerang joke.
I don't even remember. It was like, oh, he's gonna throw a boomerang at me or something. I was like,
oh, that's a good one.
I know, it was a joke.
What you should have done is he should have said a boomerang joke, then you should have said good comeback because it's a boomerang.
See, that's a professional.
That's a boomerang joke.
Now you see a professional as opposed to you.
And you do have Gary Shandling's lips. Now that I'm seeing the pictures online.
Oh, those Gary Shandling mouths.
Why don't we get Jason in here? Because we're not getting
we
a proper story.
You know why?
No, keep him in.
Oh,
yeah.
Stop pushing him around. Stop pushing him around.
Jason Ellis, everyone.
This animal. My God.
I didn't know when we didn't go on the radio.
Jason's on Faction, Series 28, XM52, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. And then, of course, we do the best of Jason Ellis here on our fine channel. So what happened with you and Stevie to start off?
Look at little fucking Stevie over there.
Stevie. Oh, this motherfucker over here?
Yeah.
I saw him yesterday, and somebody said that he was kind of like my guy. That they're a little bit fucked in the head or whatever, a little bit useless and shit.
Yeah.
And so I said something to him about his shoes or something, but he spracked off back to me. And then this morning he talked about, he called me a princess when I wasn't in the corridor, so he wasn't even fucking with anymore. It was like sort of a back stab thing in another corridor. So I was like, well, if you want to play again, because he said you were all working for the same company, he's an intern, and why would I hit him? Because he's smart. He uses his stupid face. I've already got him. He's got a stupid face, and he uses it as an excuse. He's actually kind of smart with his fucking dumb-looking head. He's like, duh, I don't know what you mean, motherfucker. Like, he's talking shit. He knows. So I want him to be in the game that I brought today.
I take total offense to that.
I don't want sex. I don't want Sex Bagel. Who's Sex Bagel?
Oh, no, that's E-Rock.
Who's Sex Bagel?
Why did you have to go with the Sex Bagel name?
I don't want to play a game with Sex
Bagel. It's E-Rock.
Your lips look like a horse's asshole right after it takes a shit. Like, that's what you do. It just looks
He
like...
does look like a clenched fucking vagina.
You know what I like about that is that you've seen enough horses' assholes after shit.
I grew up.
Who hasn't, man? What's wrong with
in Southern California. Very
It looks like,
equestrian.
He's got burn victim lips.
You really do.
Stevie, why did you call Jason Ellis
They
a
do
princess?
look like they used to be stuck to something.
Yeah. Why'd you call him a princess?
It was. It was a casual. I was joking with one of the guys out there.
How is it casual to call someone a
fleeting thing.
princess?
All I said was, well, what's with that? The princess, because he was acting, like a. I guess he's supposed to act like because he's a big star or whatever, but I mean, like...
A big star. Why was he acting like a princess? The last word that comes to my mind when I look at Jason Ellis is princess.
Yeah, no.
You don't even make sense.
Really.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the ugly bitches he goes out with?
Oh,
Jason probably is
he's
a princess.
He's a virgin.
He's another virgin.
Are you a virgin?
And you also...
And why do you always intern virgins in this fucking place?
Because they can get to do crazy
they're
things.
into fucking broadcasting.
They got low self-esteem.
Desperate for attention.
Just pay for it. Just fucking pay for it.
They're all
He's got no money. He's a fucking intern.
Yeah.
And his father, left him a long time ago.
You're gonna charge extra with that fucking crushed up pussy face too. I'm telling you, hookers aren't going to do a $50 job on you. No way, right?
No.
Jason, watch out. Watch out, though. Stevie has a tough punch.
If I was a hooker,
we all found out the hard
that
way.
would be my stomping ground.
Yeah.
You're right. These
What's
guys.
that? The hooker place?
Yeah, because he wouldn't know he wouldn't fucking slap you around or anything. He just put it in.
Your body's so
come,
grateful.
And then
He'd
he'd
probably not
cry in
that
the
big
corner.
either, so he wouldn't hurt him.
No.
You just cry.
You fucking do 10
You got
again
a little dick there, Dick?
You probably got a little dick.
How little is your dick, Stevie?
Can we see your dick, Steve?
No.
Hey, man, this makes you feel better. The average penis is 5 1/4. What do you got?
It is not.
I don't even know. I don't.
You don't know how big your
don't know
penis
how
is?
big your
Get the
penis
fuck
is.
out of
Everybody knows
here.
how big their dick is.
Everyone's measured their
Come
cock.
on.
It's like I don't know. It's like 8 or 9, I don't know.
No. When he said like, it looks like he's 8 or 9.
Dude, he doesn't know if it's 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
I love that. Could be 9, could be 8. Depends on the day.
9-inch cock. You know you
Hold
have
on.
a 9-inch
Hold
cock.
on. I got $100. This is our first bit.
Yeah.
An easy 100.
I'll match it.
Anthony will match it. If you could fucking prove you got an 8 or 9 inch fucking penis, you get $200
$200.
I'll even give you a side bet that it's under 5.5.
If it's, I'll give you if it's 8. If it's near 8 inches, you don't have to be in the dog collar.
7.
Are we still allowed to measure cock on our show?
Start jacking
Thumbs
the champ.
down to measuring cock on our show.
Intern cock.
What? No,
What's wrong with measuring intern cock?
Fire him.
Can he do it in the bathroom?
Well, come on.
He can do
What's
it
wrong
himself
with
and
this
then
place?
come back.
Can you get sex bagel in the bathroom with him?
If the guy wants to fucking measure his cock, he should be allowed to measure his cock.
Seriously.
I didn't say I wanted to.
What? Do you want money?
You want to make a couple $100?
Have you ever taken a photo of it
I'm
and
not
sent it
that
to a
desperate.
girl?
You're not that desperate.
$200, you could get laid with that.
Well, why else is the intern here?
With your
if we can't measure his fucking
with your
cock.
9-inch cock.
My intern would measure his cock.
What you do is go home, measure it, and then take a photo and then bring it back so we don't have to see it.
Well,
but you can cheat because you can get like
Hold
one of
on.
those little Coke bottles off
Is he
airplanes.
allowed to take a picture in the bathroom of his cock?
Or
and
a
then we can-
child's hand.
Yes, he is. Allegedly.
If he's lucky, a child's hand.
What about if he took it before he came here and it was in his phone? He just had to go retrieve it in the bathroom.
Take a picture of your dick in the bathroom.
Go on.
With your phone.
Yes, now, motherfucker.
With your phone.
Oh, does your phone take pictures? I remember you have like some old.
All right, I know what to do.
It's not that bad.
I've
Hold on. Have him grab the Red Bull can.
Yeah.
Yeah, beat
For
that for
perspective.
$200.
Put your
shitbag.
cock next to the Red Bull can.
How
Take
tall
a
is
picture.
how tall is a Red Bull can?
We'll measure that, but you got to.
It's not 8, I'll tell you that.
You got to bat it off to get it erect. The Red Bull can's about 5 inches, I think.
Look,
Well,
we could work around the rules, man.
At least get it a little.
5?
At least get it plump, and we'll be able to figure
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Because if he's saying 9 inches, it's not even going to be fucking 6.
Sure.
Yeah,
if it's plump,
motherfucker.
it's better than the Red Bull can.
You don't
Yeah,
have to compete with girth of the Red Bull can.
No.
Yeah, don't worry.
leave that out of
Just
your
with
mind.
length. We're not even worried about
Just
your
get the
girth.
knob past the end of the can.
We do have a tape measure. Is he
Tape
allowed to
measure right
measure
there.
his own cock in the bathroom?
And we'll even,
Sooner the better would be great.
even-
All right, he can measure his own cock in the bathroom.
Okay.
What? He can't even measure his own cock in the bathroom?
I'm getting word. Hang on.
Where do we measure, from the sack or from the top?
You can measure from his tailbone, and it still ain't going to be fucking 9 inches.
We can measure his cock.
We can.
All right, well then
It can,
fucking
it,
pull
can
it
happen,
down.
it can happen in. He doesn't have to go into the bathroom. It can happen here.
There you go. Face the fucking corner and start jacking it, asshole.
What
on.
happened here? You said 9 inches.
You got any porn or something? You got any porn? You got any?
Who's being the princess now? Fucking Stevie? Who's being the princess now?
Hey, you want me to fucking touch your nipples while you're jacking it, asshole?
We've all whipped out.
Come on, I'm the princess. Maybe you can do a little dance for you. You can see on my skirt.
Here it is, liar.
Here's mine.
Fucko.
Here's
right
mine.
There. I got $100 for you.
And here's mine.
You did say
He'll never know. It's $1.
All right,
He's blind. He doesn't know.
Can I borrow 100? I'll give it back to you tomorrow. I haven't got it on me.
You coming in?
Yeah, I'm here tomorrow.
I get $100 too, shitbag.
Hey, shitbag, it's up to $400.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, it's up to $400
Because I
cash.
know I'm not going to have to fucking pay him.
Yeah, I'm not really. It's not a huge claim for me. You got an 8-inch cock, you can have everything in my money clip.
Yeah, look at that. Because we know you're lying.
Now turn around, Stevie. We've all done
You're going to
We've all done cockpits on the radio.
$400.
Think about it. If you really do beat this fucking Red Bull can, how many people are listening? You're going to get some MySpace. You're going to get a blowjob without paying for it. Chicks love big dicks.
And now we got porno in studio.
$400 and you can buy yourself a good hooker for $400.
There's some penthouses.
Not a great one, but a good one.
Either way, you're going to get
magazine.
laid.
Unless you want fucking Black Inches. You want that one?
What?
You want
I had a
fucking
purple
magazine?
cock the other day, you know that?
No.
If someone
had a
gives
full-on
me a
purple cock and balls.
Why?
I fucking crashed my dirt bike and got internal bleeding in my stomach, and then it went down. So this part was a white guy, and then just from the shaft on, all purple.
Wow.
Like a fucking bleeding cock, full sensitive testicles for like a month. Like they hurt the touch and shit.
What the fuck?
But you could pull, but it was. I pulled my dick out and showed every single person I knew. And it was never. That's what I'm saying.
in the rule book.
I would do it to you, and you go, no. Look, I don't want to see it. And then I would pull it out, and you'd go, Everybody, check out Ellis's cock. Everybody did it. I did it on Hollywood Boulevard.
Of course.
To these dudes on Fuel, that I kind of know on Fuel TV. They were like, "What's been going on?" And first thing that came to my mind was, "I got a purple cock and balls," and there was a girl there, and I was like, "You got to see it." And they're kind of a little more uptight.
How purple though?
I've got a fucking photo, but it has a Twitter account. My purple cock follows me on Twitter.
Did I once show
It actually
a wart
talked shit on
here?
me a couple of times the other day.
Did I once show a wart on my cock on this show? Was
You
it this show?
got warts on your cock?
Yeah, I've had a wart.
They
Yeah,
don't go away, you know that,
No,
right?
no, it's 80% of all Americans got them. Yeah, I've got them
Yeah,
for
well,
life.
I'm in the 20%.
That's what you tell yourself.
I'm in the 20%.
I once got a cluster of warts on my fucking sphincter, right? And I went.
Oh my! I'd rather have a fucking microscopic penis.
And I went to the doctor and
cluster.
I went and I bent over and I spread my. This is years and years ago. I spread my asshole open. The doctor's like, "Oh yeah." He goes, "You been having anal sex?" I went, "No, no." And he's like,
"Want to?"
He's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty."
This is really gay, but you've got warts on your cock. But that is my fucking dick.
Oh!
But it looks like a dead guy's dick, huh?
Oh!
It's a dead dick.
Oh man!
Look at that.
Dude, were you afraid it was going to fall off?
No, I've got 2 kids, so I wouldn't mind if it did anyway. But it got a little bit worse than that.
What the
Thank
fuck?
you. Thank you. Anybody else want to see my purple cock?
Did you tweet that picture?
Huh?
You tweet that one?
Are you jacking up in the car? Did I tweet it?
If it's a purple cock, you got to tweet that picture.
It's full on cock.
I like that it's purple and shaven.
I did a shaft one for my Twitter. That's just the shaft. I have my hand over it.
Jesus.
I probably should have done that, but
What happened to the crazy? Jesus Christ! What happened to the cluster of warts around your asshole, Jim?
This is what happened. Right? So the doctor goes. He goes, "Oh, you must have been having anal sex." I'm going, "I really haven't." And he sends me off to the sexual clinic type of thing, right? And so this doctor bends me over, this real old doctor, and I bend over and I go, "I haven't been having anal sex." He goes, "No, it's all connected." He goes, "You probably just was fucking wiping your ass and there's germs there and you've got some warts there." He goes, "It's not a big deal. Come back in next week and we'll burn them off." Right? So for about a week, I'm just wiping around my cluster of warts, just feeling horrible.
Fuck.
I go back there, I bend over, I pull my ass open, I can smell the steam coming off the burning gun.
That's got to be bad.
And then he goes, the exact words, he goes, "Oh, they've fallen off. Well, you're okay then." And I put my pants back on, and it's the only time I've ever believed in God. I was like, this is all right, so I didn't have my ass burnt. But I haven't had one since I've had...
It was a miracle?
Is that what it looked like? We're looking at a picture of
no.
a cluster of warts.
Jesus,
what's wrong with you, Jim?
No, mine was like 2 little ones.
No, he said a cluster. That's a cluster.
No,
Two's not a cluster.
No.
5's a cluster.
It fell off. It was in a little bunch. It was maybe that big. It was hanging off like an ass tag. And it fell off.
I can't take it.
You gotta look.
Nobody put a dick near your ass.
No one put a dick near my ass. I'd put things up my ass.
Look him in his eyes and say that.
Wow.
No one put a dick in my ass.
Oh, well, that makes it... I believe it. Sure. You're a fucking comedian. You know you can trust
Hey, are you guys getting along?
Yeah. I think so.
Why is he fucking
because you hate me.
standing there?
Well, I don't. You weren't very nice to me last time, no.
No, you weren't nice to me.
What do you measure?
After I got off the air.
You weren't nice to me on the air.
I didn't say anything mean to you on the air, did
Yes,
I?
you did.
What did I say?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
pulling.
What did I
No
say?
stretching.
At the beginning.
What did I say?
You were saying, I can't remember the exact words, but you pissed me off
Why
at
is
the
he
beginning.
doing
Fair
it
enough. I
backwards?
can be annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Where are you from?
Sydney.
Yeah, well, you'll be all right.
See, this is the thing, right, about Australians. Where are
I
you
fucking
from?
live in LA. I give a fuck about any
No,
of
I
it.
live in LA as well.
Yeah.
I live in LA. But where are
We
you?
had to move here to make it, didn't we?
Oh, no, I'd already made it in other countries.
Have you?
Yeah. No,
What country is this?
No, I'm more popular in the UK.
You kind of do sound English. You go there a little bit.
I lived there for 10 years.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Hang on. I think he's measuring.
Wow, they get along now. That's good. Jim, now you got to do Jason's show. He broadcasts from L.A.
Yes. Fine.
I'm serious.
Well,
He
he seems really pumped about it.
Well, I got it, you know.
Don't make a measure from his fucking nutsack.
Sam, what's going on over there?
Everyone thinks I'm being standoffish. There's a guy measuring his
Stevie's putting the tape measure way deep into his pants.
Is it hard
now?
From the shafts?
Is it hard?
It's not.
Of course
it's not
it's the
around.
shaft.
All the way, not all.
freaking
But
like, 9 guys in the room.
I can tell you it's not more than 4 inches because I'm sitting on an angle where if it was 9, I could already see it from here.
It'd be hanging out everywhere.
Yes.
You'd fucking pull it out and just stick it past the can.
Of it.
Is his pants
I'd
down
be
a little bit?
swinging around like a fucking zoot suiter.
If someone gives me a glove, I will massage it with my hand.
Use your fucking T-shirt.
No, I love this T-shirt.
Use the other one. Has anyone got a tissue?
Yeah, Stevie, what's up?
I'm very self-conscious right now. So
Well, if you had a 9-inch dick, you wouldn't be fucking.
Exactly, you'd be
No.
whipping that shit out.
Walking down the hall with it hanging out.
Stopwatch. You know what I mean? What time is it? Hey,
Yeah.
everybody, look what time it is. It's fucking 9-inch o'clock, motherfucker.
It's not. It's not
What are you
even.
doing tonight?
It's not even poking outside the jeans yet.
Oh. Like it's looking like it's got a spine.
Sam, make sure.
Whip it out.
Show us.
We don't give a shit, Stevie.
Show us your dick.
Whatever you need to do.
Turn around and pull it
Whatever
out.
you
Fucking
need
haven't
to
got all
do.
day with your bullshit. Oh, rubber gloves. Hang on, wait a minute.
Hold on, we
Keep
got
it
rubber
sealed.
gloves. Hold on, we got rubber gloves.
Do you want to hold the back of your elbow and we'll do that rowboat thing so it's not gay?
I'm putting the
No
glove
one's
on for
saying
his
anything.
benefit.
Jim Jefferies, you better. It will be the official measure.
All right.
Put those
Jim
gloves
Jefferies
on.
is
This
just
is
gonna
very
measure.
clinical,
Here's your Red
Stevie.
Bull can,
It's
champ.
just measuring.
Yeah, this is just measuring.
Nothing's
I'm gonna hold the can
Nothing's
next to
being-
it.
No problem.
We're looking
nothing's
forward to it.
being.
Now,
Alright.
at least show Jeffries.
No, I don't have it out.
Pull your fucking dick out.
All right, Jeffries.
I'm looking at. I can see.
Jeffries
his
got a
face.
blue glove on. He's holding
I'll tell you
a
whether
Red
he's got
Bull
it or not.
can.
Hold on, this. Oh, come on.
Looks like everyone can take their hundreds back.
I'm gonna take my 100 back.
What happened?
I didn't even know why you would pull it out if it was that small.
Jim, it literally didn't make the barcode.
It's
just
not
a
as big
knob.
as the barcode on the fucking can.
Stevie, why would you lie?
Stevie, what are you doing,
If
Stevie?
you're gonna lie, you say 6 or 7. People aren't gonna
like
fucking
hiding
call
now.
you
It's
on
like
it.
it wants to go
It was.
in now.
It was soft.
It's a grower, not a show.
I'm 9-inch cock
I'm
can't
a
hide
grower,
that
not a
much.
show as well, but mine's not 9 inches. Mine looks slightly bigger than that, and I get to maybe 6 at best, right? Now, you're lying.
Yeah. Which you've done before.
What you did there was a lie.
You were caught lying.
You're not supposed to pull it out when you say that.
If you're going to lie, say 7. Say 7.5.
Not
You
even.
don't go 8, 10, 11.
Or 9. Like,
Yeah, you're going into the monster category.
It literally.
You can't even use 9 correctly.
It was, yeah, it was the barcode.
It was the barcode on the Red Bull can.
so you're talking an inch and a half.
A knob.
I'm talking 12 numbers
A nose.
in a small font.
A large man's nose.
That's an inch. Your dick was an inch and a half long.
Yeah, because I'm not even.
Oh my God!
Your cock wasn't
I'm
big
looking
enough
at,
for the nutritional facts.
1 inch of rock hard boner over here.
Yeah, it's a hard-on that's
It's
not
great
even
to be
2
on the
inches.
show, I tell you.
I was sitting there about
Sorry,
eight.
Jesus.
I've got pictures of my own cock on my phone as well, and that's the modern technology. That's what it's done. Is people are more slutty and sleazy now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can get drunk and I go to some chick, send me a picture of your finger up your ass, and they'll send it. But eventually, if you do enough of that, you'll get a girl who'll go send you a picture of your cock. So I've got on my phone. I've got maybe 4 different pictures of my cock in different moods.
You got a wart snap?
No, I've only
Should've
got
got it.
I've only got ones on good angles. With good, I haven't had a wart
You're
for a
hiding
while.
the wart.
I feel like if I got warts in my ass, I'd take a photo of it.
No, well, that was
why didn't you take a photo of that?
That was about 8 years ago. The warts in the ass.
Yeah, they had cameras then.
Not in your camera, not on your phone though.
You got to take a
Not
picture of
digital.
the
I was
cluster of
still on
warts.
film 8 years ago.
Old school.
Yeah, I couldn't,
You were in England.
You couldn't go down to the fucking place going, yeah, there's a few holiday snaps here who I'm a bit sensitive about. So, when are you back at work?
You forgot about that.
Because that's what it is. Because remember that used to be the one picture of like you'd have your girlfriend sunbaking topless in Spain or something, and that would be the one. Now you've got like all the horrible. It's like so girls now get me to send a picture of my cock to them, and I'm drunk, and I just go cock's end, right?
Yeah, of course.
Where in the old days you'd be like up in like a black room with the water.
Developing your cock photo.
Thinking.
Then you got to walk down to the fucking post office.
When the post office opens, that slut's going to get it.
That's right.
Yeah,
In 3 days, she's going to get it,
She's
boy.
going to fucking get it, that slut.
Or later on, like back in the mid-'90s, you were able to fax a picture, but there was no detail in a faxing of your cock.
But that's what used to be so exciting, about someone photocopying their ass.
Yeah.
You can't see inside the hole.
No, it just turned out as a
instead it gets
a smush.
Had no dimension to it at all.
And dimension is really where it's at.
That is.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt if you get it hard, because you look really sad now.
No, I don't want to get hard. I'm very conscious.
All right, you might as well get hard, Stevie.
That's his look.
How about if I give you the picture of my cock to help you get hard? Because I think that might do it.
No, I'm not like that.
You got a lot to prove now. You might as well get. You might as well get hard.
You were looking at a picture of that woman, that beautiful woman.
He's saying it now.
That wasn't.
Hold on. Stevie is saying to Sam that Ellis is a douchebag.
What?
Not a half hour ago. A mere minute or two ago.
What happened?
What? Is it true, Sam?
Well, yeah, he was like kind of shaking his head, going like this, and I said, "Good job," and then he whispered, "Jason Ellis is a douchebag."
Why the fuck would you say that?
What did I have to do with that?
What is your
I was
problem?
fucking Jim over here telling you he's put the coke, he put the can next to your dick. I'm sitting
I
there doing
was
nothing.
probably more a douchebag in that situation.
What's wrong with
And
you?
Jason Ellis isn't responsible for your inch and a half long fucking puny dick.
He is blind, so when Jefferies was talking, he might have thought it was Jason Ellis. So.
We do have a similar physique.
No.
Do you know who was looking at your dick?
To laugh so hard.
You know I haven't looked at your dick, right?
Yeah, I know.
Why is he a douchebag now, Steve?
I tell you, I'm always surprised about the guests who are on this show who haven't had sex, who have gnarly dog bitten up cocks. Like Bobo's cock's horrific looking.
That thing has been through the fucking mill.
I'll tell you, you got a better cock than Bobo. You can put that. The better cock than Bobo.
That's
We'll give you
nice.
that.
What about form and shape? Was it normal?
Better than Bobo's in every. Oh no, it looked a little bit.
Sad.
It was a little bit sad. I'd have to see it erect because everyone's flaccid cock isn't a work of art.
It looked sad.
There's so many different sides to a flaccid cock.
I tell you what, it looked straight. It looked like you had a straight one. There was no kink in it.
Okay.
You don't have a bend?
How's his balls?
I didn't get to see his balls. He just poked it out.
All right, you better pull your pants down. We got to
assume
the balls now.
I think he's got hairy balls.
And we got to check
though.
for a cluster of warts.
Just give us some fly's eyes. Just throw one ball out.
But wait a minute, you're a virgin. There's no way you have anything on there, right? You have no sexually transmitted disease. You haven't had sex.
No.
You're in the clear. Anybody in here never had a sexually transmitted disease?
I've only got the PVD or whatever the words are.
Fucking
I'm
ass
not going to
warts.
say anything, but I'll
That's
not.
pretty gnarly.
That's 80% of people have that.
80% of people have ass warts?
That's not true.
Have the
gene?
HPV gene or whatever it is.
Yeah, but how many people have warts in their ass?
I only had it the once.
Yeah, but you're saying 80% of the people have it.
80% of people have that gene.
Has anyone had ass warts once?
No.
Me neither.
I've never had one on my finger.
I think to get an actual statistic, you need to ask more than 3
The
people.
statistic people, there's no way it's 80%.
Also,
I reckon it's not 50. It's not 50-50.
No, but
you're in a fucking 10% class of ass warts.
80% of people have the gene that could lead to ass warts.
Yeah, but why are they in the ass? Why did they grow in your ass?
I was doing things with my ass.
What? Do you really put stuff in there?
Jason's done some crazy shit in his day.
I had suction from a black tranny.
Back in the day, I used to.
Did you have suction from a black tranny?
No, I've never.
In your face,
never
Jeffrey.
slept with a transvestite. No, nor would I.
I didn't sleep with her. I had suction. I wasn't making out with her. I was fucking 17. I cried afterwards, motherfucker. It's fucking ass rape in Amsterdam.
It's not the transsexual thing. It's the black thing. I'm not into.
Yeah, actually. Well,
God gave you ass warts, you racist cunt.
That's hilarious.
No, I did. You didn't know it was a tranny? Was it? Did it have?
No. I went and got a hooker in Amsterdam. I used to get a lot of. I would just go from one to the other, and there was a black one, and I think maybe I'd slept with only one other black girl before, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I went in there and gave her the money, and then she sort of turned me around and was jacking me off, and I was like, what? And then I'm like, oh, she's trying to finger me in the ass, and I'm like, I don't think that I'm going to be into that. And then it was like trying to get in my ass, and I was like, like I didn't agree to it. And I turned around, and it was a dick. Oh my God. It was a little dick. It was like a 4-inch black dick that she was trying to put in my ass, and I was like, no, I can't. I don't even. It's okay. I just gotta go. And I just left, and all my friends were there, like, hey, Ellis, and I'm like, yeah, Ellis. Hell, you know, I mean, he's fucking the bitches in Amsterdam. And then I went and drank some beers.
And then cried.
And then I went back to, I lived in Canada. I went back to Canada and told my girlfriend that I cheated on her with a hooker that tried to fuck me in the ass with her black dick. And when I explained the story, the emotions of of actually knowing that a dick was forced into my ass. Because I had suction. It didn't go in. It went in enough for me to go, I don't like ass play.
So it got right up against the sphincter.
Yeah.
Like it didn't actually, there was a pucker up?
Suction. Suction.
Yeah, there was enough to bother you.
Yeah, you could say I'd been fucked in the ass by a black man.
Opening up a little bit.
It started to open up a little.
To accept.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I cried.
And he didn't get the wart clusters.
No warts. I'd rather a black dick than ass warts.
And I haven't
he's
had
gay.
him since.
See, he's gay. Look
Who?
at that. He had gay sex.
Who?
That counts as gay.
I've had more sex than
I tell you what, you may have a small dick, but you got huge balls.
What is wrong with you? You know what Jason can do to you?
I would never do anything to this guy. Except I do have a kendo stick if you want to test that out.
Yeah.
No, look, here's what happened. I tried to be a nice guy, Hugh, and for no reason, you just started,
That's some
stepping on me.
fucking bullshit, dude. I don't even know you. Look at your fucking stupid face. I'm trying to fucking be nice to you because you look like a stupid prick. And I fucking say, hey, man, how's it going? Oh, fucking blah, blah, tough guy over here. Like, what, do I look like a tough guy to you, motherfucker? Am I in your face?
Kidding.
I was saying hello to you because you work for Opie and Anthony.
That's not,
I gotta stand up
what
for
I
it.
Then I said some
with.
shit about your fucking shoe because you don't take care of yourself. How can you be such a baby and so fat?
Hey,
you don't know anything about life. Eat a fucking salad for fuck's sake. Take a bottle of water
He
into you.
starts off having a conversation with me with backhanded compliments.
You started
That's a backhanded compliment.
No, that's not what he said.
That's a spinning back fist compliment.
And then he thinks because he thinks that he thinks I'm a retard, so he thinks I'm not gonna notice what he's saying. He thinks that I'm an idiot.
You're a fucking witty guy with your stupid face, and you started to flick back. So I was like, all right, fuck you, see you in hell tomorrow. So here we are at the dog collar challenge, motherfucker.
What's the dog collar challenge?
Why do you gotta be like that? I was just trying to, have a connection with you, and you gotta be a douche.
Fucking liar. You did not want to connect with me. You don't want to bond with me, you fucking asshole. You got
That's
all
what
weird
guys
about
do.
it.
They joke around.
That's you.
Nah,
you started, and I joked back. I'm not really going to hit anybody. I'm just fucking with you.
You're very.
I was fucking with you very friendly like yesterday. I didn't say anything too bad.
Maybe it's friendly in Australia, but
I live in America.
I'd say you're racist, but we're not a race.
Dick Nazi.
Holy shit, this guy.
a Nazi.
Yeah, you were racist to some black guy yesterday too.
What? No.
What was that about?
What?
Dude, spracking off to some black guy, calling him, I don't know what he was calling him right after he got in my face. And I'm like, fuck this stupid face little bitch.
It was Stanley T.
What did you say about Stanley T?
Nothing. I was talking
We don't
about
accept racism in this studio.
I was
my
calling
friend.
him. I was calling because he's a Phillies fan, so
Just
I was
in my
talking
car
to
and
him
in
about
my
the Phillies.
house.
And I was
All
talking
the
about Ryan
time.
Howard. And next thing you know, oh wow, I'm a racist because
You said they all look alike, right? He said that.
That's not
Said
what
you
I
all look
said.
alike, Opie.
Oh, that's
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
Do you just blurt stupid shit out?
But
No,
Are
he's-
we sure that was the
he's
black guy he was
slandering
speaking
me.
to? Because I get confused.
He's being very, very backhanded towards me, and he's just being very confrontational. And I don't appreciate it.
Which one's that? The black guy that all looks alike, or me?
Yeah.
No, you.
Yeah.
I was doing that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Stevie, show Jason Ellis your moves. They're pretty terrific.
No, I don't.
Remember
wanna,
when you went after
see,
Sam?
I don't want to fight.
We were all really scared.
I don't wanna
Sam, would you
fight.
allow him
I don't
to spar with you?
He doesn't want to hurt somebody.
Watch this. Watch this, Jason. This is
Sam,
what you're
knock it
gonna.
off.
This is what you're gonna deal with.
Looks like he's gonna
Oh,
snap.
no, hang on.
This is what you're gonna deal with.
He
You might
looks
want
like
to take
he-
it easy.
This is what you're gonna
Yeah.
deal with. Sam is
Hang
poking
on,
out,
hang on.
poking, pushing.
Hang on. This is the reason people show up to work with a gun and shoot everyone.
See?
Oh
Wow.
my God! What the hell
That was an
that?
unbelievable.
This
wow,
looks like a
look at this.
retard schoolyard
Wow.
fight.
Stop.
See?
Oh shit! He's punching Sam now. Holy shit!
Oh my God!
He just punched Sam
you
in the face.
Oh my
He just
god.
belted Sam in the side of the head.
That looked like two retards fighting over a retainer.
Wow.
What
all right,
happened there, Sam?
Stevie's got moves.
Sam, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, that's what happens when you spar with a warrior.
Next punch.
What are you talking him up
You
like
look
a wrestler?
you look a little bit shocked there, though. He hit you in the
I mean,
face.
he punched
did
me in the
clock
back of
you
the
in the
neck, in the
fucking-
forehead. He's just
Yeah.
tough guy.
Let me see
Your
inside
forehead's a
head.
bit red right now.
Yeah, he got you. He nailed you.
He got you
Did
pretty
he
good.
get you in the
Fucking
cheek
nailed
there
you.
as well? No.
Back of the neck punch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the back of the neck
Now's the
punch.
time if you clock him right now.
I'm sorry, but
That was like fucking.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That was like
yeah.
MMA, Mongoloid martial arts.
Oh man.
You know.
What? So we're doing some shot collar shit today.
Yeah, I just thought about putting a bunch of shot collars in a bucket, and then I mean everyone has shot collars on, and then you pull out the remote and you press the button and it electrocutes somebody. Maybe it's yourself. And the
Oh,
first
you know,
Yeah,
you don't know who's getting it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like Russian roulette. That's nice.
shot collar
All
roulette.
right, I'll do that, but I
fun.
can't have mine on because my liver's enlarged, so
What?
I'll have to be exempt. No, let's do that.
You don't want to play?
That'll be. I want to play. Yeah, come on.
You have
let's
to
do
have it on.
Yeah, I'll fucking do it. Yeah.
Have you been shocked before?
I've got a weak heart. Is that gonna? No, I can.
You don't have a weak heart.
No, I don't. I'll do it. I'll do it. Is it as bad as like when you play one of those games and you're holding your hand? It's going to be worse than that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we put it on your neck and the prongs are in the back of your spine.
Will it be worse than a taser?
Nah, tasers are way worse. But when it goes off, it goes down your spine a little bit. It's funky.
Let's try it.
Yeah, let's just do it.
I need to gig tonight. Can I? There won't be any recurring problems.
No, I had a fight. I did 3 rounds with the dog collar on, and the fans were in charge of the remote. And of course, I gave it to this guy, this little Wade guy who's like in a wheelchair kind of thing, and he's like, "I love you, Ellis." You know, I'm like, "Hey man, I love you. He's a good guy. I'll take your control. I'll go easy on you." Little fuck turns it up to 10 and just starts zapping me every fucking 2 seconds for the entire fight.
Let's have some fucking rules on this.
It's going to 6. It's going to be on 6.
Yeah, no one having it up high. Everyone play fair, and you're not like doing it so
it's on 6, and they're in a box.
And it is random.
It's random, yeah.
And you could have yourself.
Yeah, you could have yourself.
But when you get yourself, that's it's not a point. So if you keep getting yourself, you will be the loser, and then the loser.
You're going to play, right?
No, I can't play.
Fuck that.
Oh no, this is me and him.
You're representing the
Steve
show
over here.
No, fuck that.
Come on.
No, I thought you guys were doing it
Fuck
as well.
that.
Yeah.
No,
I can't
Come
play.
on, Jim
My
Jefferies.
cardiologist said I can't play this.
If Anthony does it, I'll do it.
No, I can't.
I thought you. What do you mean you can't?
I swear, my cardiologist said I probably shouldn't do that.
because you're cardiologist. You always
Told
having
your
chats with him.
cardiologist you were doing a dog color stunt today?
Well,
Look, fucking
he brought
Jason
it
puts
up
his on like a
once.
champ. Where's
Yeah,
E-Rock?
Jason just
Just so you know, I fucking hate these things. I don't hate being electrocuted.
Where's
I'd rather
E-Rock?
be bitten by a snake.
Get the fuck.
No, I can't do this.
Where's E-Rock?
Fucking pussy.
I am. I'm
Come
openly
on.
going to say I'm a
How about
pussy.
you, how about you try it on one to see what it looks like?
I thought you were going to do it as well. I was tough if everyone else was tough. If
I
you're
honestly
fags,
can't
I'm a
for medical
fag.
reasons.
You're gonna
I can't.
back out to a guy who has a 2-inch dick.
I'm shitting blood and I've got an enlarged liver. And anal wards.
So
Let's not
shock him.
forget the anal wards.
Put them on your anal warts. They might not come back.
Yeah, no kidding.
Come
You
here,
can
I'll
zap
put your
those.
one on.
E-Rock?
Is Stevie doing it?
No, Stevie can't
Oh,
do
Stevie's
it.
not allowed to do it.
He's not allowed to do it?
He's not allowed.
You can't do shit with interns anymore.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have
He has to
interns.
be-
Wait,
Let me get my guy in here.
wait.
Let me get my guy in here.
E-Rock's gonna
Hang
do
on,
it.
I don't get paid on this show either.
It's not that bad. It just looks bad.
Plugs.
E-Rock, put one on.
Hey, Jim, I don't fucking like this shit. I came in here. I had a whole bunch of other
Right.
better ideas, but
They wouldn't let us
they
do
would
half
only
the
let me
ideas.
electrocute myself on the show.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, thanks a lot, New York. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get to fuck anybody in the head with a
Are you
massive
gonna do
dick.
it?
E-Rock's in.
E-Rock will do it. What about Sam? Where's Sam?
Where's Sam?
I've got
I'm
my
panicking.
Yeah, bring your guys in.
I've got my
Are you
co-host.
panicking?
He's never been
You'll
electrocuted.
feel it and be like, oh, that
Get
was
Raw
nothing.
Dog in here. He'll do it.
Okay, I can take it off at any time?
No.
What do you mean?
The fuck is that? Play the game,
man.
motherfucker. It stays on until the game is over.
That's fucking Raw
This
Dog.
is Raw Dog.
Hey, I know you.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I know you come listening to the show.
Microphone. Why don't you fuck off over there?
Yeah, go over to your Stevie's.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey.
Raw Dog is he's my co-host, and he's a true competitor. He's
a trooper.
I've never tried these things, but I hear
he's
they're
told us stories. He's revealed because on my show because we're desperate for attention, so we tell everybody everything we've ever done. As I just told you, fucked in the ass by a black man.
Yes.
He fingers himself in the ass on a regular basis.
Purely a hygienic thing.
Oh yeah,
you know,
whatever
if
you
you're,
got to tell
in the
yourself.
shower, you've
And
got to
also-
like get
oh yeah,
that
we're
area
all
clean.
fingering each other in the fucking shower,
What do
dude.
you- why is
Keep
that-
explaining.
like that?
Now,
What?
Jimmy Norton has said he does this
Well,
too.
no, he cleans his ass and he needs to get in there a little bit.
He
does
gets
it
some
in
soap
added,
on his
yeah.
finger and wraps around.
Yeah, he
in
likes to
there.
make sure the ass is nice and clean.
I take a washcloth and give it a good once over, but
It doesn't sound that bad when you say it.
Right.
But for some reason, when Raw Dog fucks
Look,
himself in the morning, it sounds
going
weird to me.
way up there or anything.
No, see, it's not going way up there.
Yeah.
Does
It's
it make
a
you
little-
come?
Oh, he's
Tip.
You're tipping it.
I'm tipping it.
You're
Just
tipping
the very edge.
But it's an in-out thing, though.
Why are you doing that?
Because that area's got to be clean. Otherwise, you're really uncomfortable throughout the day.
Well, what about this technique? I told him that he was, when he confessed that he was fucking himself, everybody got weird about it. So then for a couple of months, he used the grabbing both the arse cheeks and pulling them apart and bending over and getting the shower head to squirt in there to clean the whole.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, just fuck yourself.
Yeah, his logic.
That was probably a worse technique.
Your logic doesn't make sense.
There's some
What
kind
if you take a dump at work? You go into the bathroom
Well, but then you got toilet paper and stuff.
so you're fucking fingering your ass at work too?
Do you take the toilet paper?
You finger yourself at work?
No.
He just said it.
No,
he says there's toilet paper.
But you wrapping toilet paper around your fingers and shoving it in your ass?
You're getting in there.
Dude, hell no, dude. No, it's just you don't have toilet paper in the shower.
Okay.
You have it when you go to the bathroom, though. It's totally different.
Yeah,
Don't you just
you're
have
going
the,
in a little
Don't
bit.
you just have the
Sometimes-
like
He's going in a
wipes
little
at home, the moistened wipe things at home?
Do you
on
ever get the skid mark on the towel?
He's got better.
When you've washed yourself, like you go, but like you haven't had a shit lately, but you had like a shit like 4 hours ago,
Yeah,
and you're
that's a
thinking,
little weird.
I just didn't wipe up good 4 hours ago, and now I'm seeing
It's on the towel.
that it's on the towel.
I'm not staying at your house ever.
God damn.
No, but it's not often.
You think
All
they're
right, but
monogrammed?
I don't want to
it's
fucking
just
take a
shit?
shower at your
You can't
house
ride a
and use your
bicycle
shit
either.
towel to fucking dry off.
Get yourself some ass warts.
Right.
All right, where's
You know what I
Sam?
like about that, Opie? Because you're always asking about staying over.
Put your collar on, shit.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, awesome.
When are you gonna stay at my place?
Yeah, I'll stay over your place next time I'm in LA.
Champ, why don't you clip yourself on there,
I'll see someone else play the game first.
I've never put these on before.
Here, come here. Come here.
It's just Jason.
Why are you putting your wrist out?
You look like a tough guy. I don't have.
I'm not really that
I
tough
don't
of a
have a
guy.
paint. You
Jason-
showed a purple picture of your cock.
Yeah, that's a tough guy fucking
I like
picture.
dirt bikes and stuff. I'm not a tough guy.
You're a tough guy.
You're a tough guy. He's done some MMA.
You took a cock in your ass. That's the toughest thing anyone can do.
You know what? I'm going to retract my last statement. You're right. I am a badass. That shit. Because now,
What,
if
tight?
you fuck me in the ass now, I don't even think I'd cry.
Oh, he's hiding?
Who's hiding?
Fucking Sam's hiding? That's bullshit.
kidding Wait a me? minute. He's hiding?
There's only 3 remotes.
Yeah, there's only 3 dog collars.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Microchip technology.
Hold on,
champ.
hold on.
Why don't you give them to us 3 and we'll press them?
No, because that's
So
So
they
the
got
top
to
button
do
will test it.
roulette.
6.
They're setting them
Let's
to
go
6.
5 right now, just to make sure
All
everybody
right.
can hear.
Sam, you in?
5.
Sam's not in.
We're all on 5.
All right,
All right,
Jay.
they're on 5.
Put it on. If
No,
we need it.
he's got
Where's
it.
it?
There's 3. They're all.
Jim Jefferies got to put it on.
No, I'm not putting it on.
gotta put it
I was up for when you guys were all doing
It
it.
doesn't make any difference if to hold hands, motherfucker. Just
Yeah,
join the gang. Come on, it's okay. It's a
Yeah.
radio
No,
bit.
no,
Ha-ha.
no.
YouTube sensation for
YouTube-
Opie
It's only
fucking
on 5.
Twitter account.
You two are friends.
Guy next on the
I
radio.
need
I don't like him.
I need a test person first.
It's only on 5.
All right,
It's on 5.
Yeah, I know,
Everybody's
but-
on 5.
Yeah, but you two know each other. There could be some.
He's never been
incahoots.
electrocuted before, and he is he can't ride a bicycle. I can't ride a bicycle. You lie.
I can ride a bicycle. I'm rather good at it.
Put this shit on your fucking neck, and you put this shit on.
No,
the back.
I
Do it
don't-
to the back of your neck.
It's on your spine. It's not that big of a deal.
No, he'll
It really
do
is not that big of a deal. Look, I'll fucking.
I don't. I'm not being bullied into it. I've already touched a cock with rubber gloves on today. I've fucking.
All right, well, Iraq
All right,
will do
will
it to
try
start,
out.
Jason.
Look at Iraq and see if it's that bad. And...
If I see
isn't it
because
working?
I need a test person from people I know.
Uh-huh.
Ow! Damn it!
All
Asshole!
right. Oh, you found one?
Yeah, this one.
Oh god, make me nervous. Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah, try this one. I think it's on.
All right.
We got one going.
Hold on, we got Iraq putting
Iraq,
his
yeah,
collar
there we go.
on.
Gotta put this
So
one.
this is something they do in Jackass, and you'd go, "Oh, it's horrific. I can't." Like I've vomited on this show before, and people think that's
I
like.
just love how nervous he is.
He is shaking.
He's shaking. Now, Jason.
Stop pressing mine! You already tested it.
He was just testing
Yeah,
it.
no, I don't want to do that. He's spasmed up. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but it's not painful. It just looks
Wait,
like it
we
because it
haven't-
touches the nervous system.
We haven't seen you do it yet.
Oh, yeah, he's been there. What happened, Iraq? What'd that feel like?
You know when you're not ready for a shot from the doctor? Like you don't know, and they just go boom and pop it in.
Yeah, is that it?
Right into the nerve.
No, I'm not.
Jason just nailed himself.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, fucking team player. It's like you don't give a shit about the fucking show. Come on.
That.
It's how bad could that be?
I've given up drinking.
It makes it better. It makes it better if you don't want to do it.
And with things,
you need a guy in the game who doesn't want to play it. You're the guy. You have voted yourself in. He can't. It's medical.
It's medical problem.
Fuck off.
He's too rich.
My cardiologist.
Yeah, we're
wouldn't
too rich
approve
to
of this.
play.
I could die.
Jim, you're not rich
Dude,
enough.
I've lost in boxing matches to 3 girls, and I'm doing it.
Wow, I would have kept that to myself.
I know. Wow.
Well, I would have kept fingering myself in the ass.
I'll tell you something about me.
I wouldn't have had we know.
I
Put the
wouldn't have
collar
had a
on.
boxing match with 3 girls either.
No, one at a time.
And he lost to them individually. He's actually fighting. He's fighting my wife on November 6th.
All right, I'll do it. I can't do it. No, I'm
You
going to
have
vomit.
to do it. I love that you don't want to do it. That's the guy we want. The guy you don't want to do
That is
it.
the guy you want.
Put it
Is the guy
on.
that really doesn't kind of want to
It's
do
not
it.
dangerous for your health.
All right, I want to see the levels.
They're all on 5. You fucking pussy.
Just
Look
let
at
me see it. Let me see it.
5.
5.
Right?
All right. Okay. Don't wait.
He's like, don't
touching it.
Don't
Touching
change
it.
it. Don't change it.
Hands off it.
All right, put the collar on. Jim Jefferies
I
put the
can't.
collar
Jefferies
on.
is putting it on.
Vaginal. Just click it on, man.
Clicking it on the back of his
You want
neck.
some lube to get it on there or what?
No,
Contacts.
that'll make it. That wetness will make it.
You can
worse.
do it. Oh, he knows about it, huh? If you start
Contacts.
sweating, it makes it worse too. Just so you know.
No, this is fucking Green Mile shit.
You're not on the mic, dude.
Green Mile shit.
Green Mile shit.
Look, you wanted to do something else besides drink. This is perfect.
This is a really good.
Remember
That
we
is
said you
good.
needed
You
a
might
hobby?
like it.
This is
Do
good.
you really want to quit drinking?
Yeah, he's a month in so far, Jim.
Yeah, well, that's how I
Does
did it.
that.
I
Really?
quit drinking and became what is it called? The masochist.
Oh, yeah. What was that? A masochist?
Oh my God.
I love that. This is the guy we want to win. This is
Yeah.
My neck's too fat.
I'll adjust it.
You can adjust
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I figured that out.
It's adjustable.
Yeah, all right.
So the name of the game is we're gonna put it in the bucket. You're gonna we go around each other and you grab a controller, you press it. Every time you press it, if you electrocute somebody, that's a point for you. So when you get to 7, you're out. But if you pull it out and you keep electrocuting yourself, you got no points.
No.
So you're the loser.
No, I'll tell you when I'm out, when I take the fucking thing off my neck.
You can't.
No, I can.
Okay,
It's
you
like
can.
when
If
people play
you take it off,
People
then
play that
it's
soggy biscuit game. They go, everyone has to masturbate, and if you're
he
the last
takes it
person
off-
to come, you got to eat the biscuit. No, I'm
there
human
has to be a penalty
with
for it.
fucking things.
If
where
he
I
takes
can-
it off, he has to play karaoke, kendo stick karaoke.
Oh, shit.
No, I don't have to do anything.
You do.
I don't have to do anything.
It's a radio, but you can't pull out. You're not that fucking big. You can't just pull out halfway through.
This
You're going to commit to it.
No, I don't have to
Commit to the game. You're going to put this on Twitter, right, Obi?
Oh, fuck yeah. This
Well,
is going to
then
be a good
fucking
video.
commit to his Twitter, why don't you?
This will be a good video, Jim Jefferies.
You've done this before.
And look, he's
It was
still here.
terrible. I just wanted to fuck someone's head with a big dick. That was my bit. I was like, dude, Opie's gonna love this one because the head bounces off the wall and shit while you're dude singing. They won't let me do that.
Your friend.
Wait, what happened? You were putting on the collar,
Yeah,
and
come
now you're
on,
not putting
man.
the collar
No, I'm
on.
not doing it to 7. First to 7.
It's on 5.
Let's do a best of 3 or something.
7 is
But
pretty
you
sick.
might not have.
Only Jason Elson would go to
This way.
7. When 3 would be good enough for everybody involved.
If it's not up to
Wait,
7,
wait.
it's not really fair.
Can I say something to Jim Jefferies here?
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, you might not ever get one shot.
You probably won't.
It's all the odds. It's the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. That's good. Very
The
good
odds
point.
are against me because I'm the host and I have.
Yeah, but you look tough. Your friend has a
bunch of pictures on my
bit
arm.
of
It
a-
means nothing.
mind me saying a terrorist look to you. Like, and then,
I'm Jewish, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, different strokes.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'm not going to argue with you.
Wow. What do you think, Jim
He's
Jefferies?
a little dude. His
You know
sister
what
beat
the
him.
fucked up thing is? If Jim Jefferies was drunk, he would be
Ah.
like,
Ah, he
give
would-
me the fucking collar.
He would go right to 10,
Jason.
Jason.
Fucking put it on 10, you faggot.
I would have
fuck.
strapped it into my ass. And
I know.
Sober,
And then we'd never
sober
be able
Jim
to use it
Jefferies
again.
sucks.
sober
Jefferies
I'll
sucks.
show you what sober Jefferies does. I'm like fucking Marty McFly when you say the word chicken.
Here we go.
Fucking
Here we
sober
go.
Jefferies.
Come on.
Boom.
Chuck it on.
All right, Jeffries is putting the collar
Jim's
on.
putting it on.
Here we go.
Hang
Putting
on.
the
All right,
collar
let's
on.
put these in the bucket.
Right around the back of his neck.
Hang on. What is the purpose of these? Are these for dogs?
Yeah, the teachers.
No, they're called dog collars because they're for fucking jacking off.
Oh my God!
He's
Look,
panicking.
he keeps putting it on and then taking
Put
it
it
off
on.
again.
Put it on.
You can just put it on.
How bad was it? Not that bad. Oh, fuck off! You twitched.
He was surprised. Is what it was. It was
he's
more
able to take
surprise than
pictures,
pain,
so-
right?
Yeah, it was so anticipation.
And now he's taking
Kendo stick
pictures. It's fine.
karaoke is up
What's
next.
that?
Well, yeah, I want to know what kendo stick karaoke.
It's where
No,
you
you don't.
sing a song
Yeah.
And get
like
beat.
karaoke,
Yeah.
and then we hit you with the kendo stick at the same time.
As
It's good
you're
audio.
singing.
Yeah, just
I
singing.
bet the sound, like, as you're trying to hold a note and you get smacked with a kendo stick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gotta sound good.
All of a sudden, there's a lot of owls and shit in the lyrics.
How bad was it?
I love how he won't let me put it on him. Like I've got some fucking. There's a knife inside it. Just let me do it, dude. Come here.
No, because I was mean to you on the radio. Now
That would be cool.
I don't give a fuck
if
if
the
you're
spikes just shot out into his fucking
Don't
spinal
shit up
column.
there. It's gonna be tight. Put it on.
Don't touch me.
Put the fucking thing on. We don't know your day.
Yeah, you bully me, and I'm not going to do it at all.
Put it on.
At each other.
We're running out of time.
No.
Fuck, get Jeffries a
so
beer.
close to having it
No.
on.
You're so close. What happened there?
He's yelling at me, and I don't like it.
We're so
I
close.
find
to
that
having
more
it on.
shocking than what the dog necklace is going
Really?
to do.
The dog necklace.
Dude, don't ruin the whole thing.
Yeah, man.
How-
What's wrong with you, Jeffries?
I just think
the
that
whole
these
thing.
two are in cahoots, and they haven't got their thing on
I
properly.
hate that guy. I hate that guy.
No, there is.
He tortures me constantly.
I don't think there's
but
any
let me have a look
cahoots.
at your one. Turn around.
I don't think there's
That's
any
in.
cahoots.
That's in.
I think
Yeah,
this
it's
is legit.
fucking in.
All right, Jeffries is attempting to put the collar on again.
Like,
I'm not
he
gonna
knows
yell. I'm not gonna yell. Good luck to you.
There's no
All right,
cahoots.
Jason, shut the fuck up. You're gonna blow it again.
Wow, you're shaking.
Can I plug my fights
Yeah, hit it.
while he's being
Really?
blind?
You're nervous
Yes.
about it?
If you go to Ticketmaster.com, you can get tickets to Ellis Mania 6 in LA at the Palladium,
Very good.
where my wife will beat up Raw Dog and I will fight Shane Carwin
No.
with my band against Shane Carwin. 4 people against Shane Carwin. And also I'll be fighting another band, We Outspoken. All 4 of them I'll be fighting at the same time in a boxing fight.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's not even close
And
to your
4
voice.
people will be blindfolded with these dog collars on, fighting each other in the ring at the same
I
time.
hear nothing but good things about your Ellis Mania shit.
You're not
Oh,
going
this
to
is
come
my
out,
right.
right?
I want
His neck?
to. November 6th, right?
November 6th.
Just wondering.
Might just have to fly
Wow,
out there.
Jim Jeffries is having an
Ticketmaster
anxiety
assholes.
attack.
Jeffries, go to that mic over there. I'm gonna change mic.
Man, he is
Jeffries
sweating
is
like
having
it's
an
Armageddon.
anxiety attack.
Man.
The object is.
Oh my.
Let me
it's
film
almost
this
good that he
properly.
doesn't get electrocuted because you think
I
it's
hope
way
he
worse than
doesn't.
what it is, I tell
I
you.
hope he doesn't.
He's fucking gone white. His face is white.
He really
Jason,
are
explain
nervous.
this for everybody.
It's dog collar roulette. All you do is you take one of the remotes out of the bucket.
All right, no holding onto the thing.
And
either.
you press it. You press it one time, and whoever electrocutes, if it electrocutes other people, that's 1 point to you. If it electrocutes yourself, 0. First one to 7 wins. The loser
No, I'm not doing
is
first to
kendo
7.
stick karaoke.
This is it. Not first to 7.
5.
First to 3.
It can't be 3. You might not get shot.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
5. It's my game. 5.
I agree to 3 or I'm not doing it.
All right, shut up because he's gonna take the collar off.
3
It
is
might
not-
be.
It took us an hour to get the
Just see,
collar on
'cause
Jim
after
Jeffries.
one shock, if he even gets shot,
Yeah.
he'll be like, all right, I'll go to 7.
All right, so what
I
is
know,
Who's
I
holding
know
the
it.
bucket?
E-Rock, hold the bucket. You're
Who's
good
going
at
first?
holding
Let's
buckets.
let's give it to fucking Pussy Boots over here. Let him start.
You could start. You pick
Sorry.
one out. How does it work? You just
He
press
just
the
picks
button?
it out.
The bottom
and
button.
The bottom button. Give it a go, mate. Give it a go.
Oh, he's scared. He is nervous right now. Come on, it's 3-1 odds. 3-1. You got Jason.
Mine's on too tight.
You got Jason. You
Put it
just
in the
nailed
box, you
Jason.
fucking shit
1
dick.
point.
1 point for Jim Jeffries.
1 point for Jeffries.
All right, now we.
right.
I tapped that. I
Jason's
tapped
going
it.
into the
Don't
bucket
hold
to
on.
get a remote.
Oh, no!
One point to me.
And Jim Jeffries still unscathed.
All right.
Unscathed.
Raw dog.
Get him, Raw Dog.
Raw
Get
Dog
him.
got it. Here goes.
There you go.
Oh, Jeffries got nailed. Oh, shit.
Jim, how was that?
Horrible.
Let's go up to 7. 7. Let's go up to 7 on the remote. No, on the remote. Just turn the dial up.
No. That was plenty bad enough.
All right, here he goes.
Can it work?
No, press it again.
He shot himself. Jim Jefferies himself. Holy shit. All right, Jason's taking the remote out. Jason hits the button. Raw Dog just got nailed again.
I got 2.
Yeah. 2. All right, Raw Dog's got the button.
Do not shock me. Come on.
All right, here he goes. Ellis got nailed.
So this is the decider.
What?
No, you're down because you shocked yourself.
You shocked yourself.
Yeah, you're in the losers bracket so far.
Come on, you gotta get somebody
Good
else.
luck.
Don't get yourself.
Good luck. Seriously. No. That's it. Press it. You fucking cheat.
I remember that. That's my one because the bit of thing that.
Press it.
You sure the other ones have that?
Better press it. Don't cheat. Oh
no! See, Raw Dog got nailed.
Jefferies is back up. So what do we got here?
Yeah.
You're still down. What am I? This is for me to get out.
Yeah, this is it. Jason's got the button. Who's getting? Anyone getting shocked?
Let's check the remote. Just check the remote. Press it on.
Everything on?
It's beeping.
Okay, let's
All right.
see yours.
Make sure everybody's is on.
See you. Fucking fingers on that. That's you.
That means that's me. I know for a fact you're about to hit me.
How do you know?
Do it again. We've turned them off.
Oh, you turned it off.
Come on. Fucking shit things.
They're
These are high tech.
Readjusting the things to turn them back on. There they go.
Okay, they're on.
All right.
That was too long, that one.
Yeah, I know. Holy shit. Talking shit on me when I get off the air, you fucking asshole.
Jim Jefferies just got fucking nailed for an extended
That was
shock.
unnecessary. No, you got to play by the
Jason's
rules. That was unnecessary.
Jason's out. This is
This
for
whole
me.
thing is
I'm
unnecessary.
out. Hang on, you fuck. I'm out.
This isn't doing it.
Yeah, that's the same.
That must be his then.
Keep it on. Wait a minute. The loser.
No, I know.
It's the wrong one. 2 remotes left. Take
There's
a pick.
only 2 remotes left. Here it is.
Zap yourselves.
No?
I don't know
Why are you guys such idiots? Well, this one's not even on, you dumbasses.
No, you're not allowed to press it again. You're out of the game. No, you can't. You can't.
We're just testing.
Just testing.
No, I can see defeat.
Man, you are such a
that's it.
vaginal guy.
Jim's conceding defeat.
How was that, Jim? It's
Holy
horrible.
shit, it was horrible.
I got done over in the last one. He pressed it twice. So that's not. Yeah, I'm done.
All right, kendo stick karaoke.
All right.
Oh God, that's
Good
a,
game, brother.
I played
Good
it.
game, brother.
Thanks, man. I tried. I feel like if this contestants are a little more, he's a little bit.
I played
You're
it.
a little glamorized.
He
I played
You're not,
it.
you're not
He did
used
play.
to being.
I did play.
You did
part of
play.
the game.
Play.
I could have not played at all.
So
But you did play a little bit.
Was
girly.
it a shock? Was it a burn? Was it a pinch? What did it feel like?
It was it's like a shock.
Shock, yeah.
Shock,
How
yeah.
far down your spine did it go?
No, a couple of vertebrae.
Yeah,
a
not,
few bones.
not that bad.
Only sort of to the in between your shoulder blades.
You got to
Yeah.
get it up to 10 to really enjoy yourself.
Will Raw Dog take a
10's
10?
crazy.
Yeah, he'll take a 10.
Raw
No,
dog
I
will
won't.
take.
You can't volunteer me for shit.
Well,
Oh shit!
I totally can actually.
I thought
You
you
and
said
me-
you would do anything for
Yeah.
Jason Ellis's show.
Yeah,
See, what happened?
I
this
don't
is
think
the thing
those
though.
words ever came out of my mouth.
Let's do a 10 together.
There's not the nuances of comedy here.
Let's put him on.
See, this is why I talk shit off air. It's bullying radio. You can't just
Bullying
You
radio.
can't just fucking shock people and call me a fag. It's not fair.
Never killed your fag.
I want to see what 10
Wow, look
looks
at the
like.
back of Jason's neck.
Yeah,
It's really red.
He had that thing
No,
tight.
that's just the part of Australia he's from.
Everybody's a redneck in Beverly Hills.
Oh shit!
It was
Come on.
That's your comedy routine
All right.
working out for you. Where you live?
Jason, what are you doing
We don't
now?
wait.
I'm pressing
Oh,
two at
come
the
on,
same time.
You're not
One
going
of
to
these
throw your
remotes
cock
might
out about who has more money. Are you
I don't
serious?
even have any money. I was just being a dick.
All right.
Okay, you got to go 1, 2, 3 because I got 1, 2.
All right, ready?
So what's that?
Oh, hang on, they're not on 10.
I'll do one.
Yeah,
if
it's
we go
okay,
1, 2, 3.
team player. Yeah, we're going to go to 10 by ourselves
All right.
if that's okay with you.
That's
Fucking hell.
all the remotes
I
going
thought
at
we'd made
10.
up and done
You on
friends.
10?
I played
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
game, and now I'm
Ready?
still in trouble.
Going to 10.
10.
Go.
Anything?
Damn it. These aren't working.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Jason Ellis just hit the fucking floor.
Damn.
Wow!
What the fuck?
How come Raw Dogs isn't working?
I don't know, man.
Wait, Jason's still fucked up.
Wow, that really fucking shocks you.
That was so
Wow,
lame.
that put him right down on the floor.
What happened to Raw Dog?
Luck of the draw.
Kendo stick karaoke? Do we have time or is it too late?
Yeah, we can do that.
What song do you want to sing, Jim?
I'm not singing.
Let's just take a shot.
I don't want to be hit with sticks.
Let's take a shot.
He says it so matter-of-factly. I don't want to be hit with sticks.
Yeah, it's just because you say I should do something doesn't make it so.
It's a fair enough argument. I get it.
Holy shit.
I get
Wow,
it. You're not
that-
used to it.
I still feel
gotta
flush.
Do you? From
Like I still feel warm in the cheeks from it.
better
Yeah.
than
yeah,
coffee,
well,
don't you
you
reckon?
were very nervous.
Yeah. Also,
You're
that's the
very
most
anxious.
physical activity I've done in months.
Fuck that.
That kendo stick's got to fucking, like, hurt.
Yeah,
I'm-
I had
I'm not even.
Not just kendo sticks. Sticks.
Just sticks.
Just any stick.
any stick.
Any wooden long object that you hit someone with.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but these are made to not really hurt you.
Yeah, they
can't-
are. They're actually,
Yeah, you can't die.
yeah, I know about, like, the way they're set up.
Yeah, I
played this game with Forrest Griffin on my show.
You saying these aren't made to hurt you? You can't die. I go down to some terminally ill people and give that little theory a go.
It makes a
See,
good
like-
sound.
or a child
and
or
it's good
something.
for
You don't know how
training.
weak I am.
I could probably smack the warts off you with it. That's about it.
I'm sure you could, but you're not going to.
On the back of the calf, that's all it is.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I'm not doing it.
That would hurt, right?
Do you want to know why?
I don't know why I'm
'Cause
directed at trying to play
because
the game with you. You're such a not into the game guy.
I like walking.
I can walk after it.
We're not allowed to hit anybody with the kendo stick.
I'm a stand-up
What kind
comedian.
of fucking shit goes on that we can't hit
This is
somebody
what I
with a
talked to
stick?
Jason Ellis about. Enjoy your time, brother, because they'll come after you next.
Yeah. Well, I am
Gary's in
enjoying
the other
myself.
room.
Who's Gary?
A guy you don't want to know.
Kendo stick Gary.
He's like the let's make sure nothing fun happens.
What about if
in
you
the
guys
room
hit
guy.
me with the kendo stick? That's okay, right?
I wouldn't hit you.
I wouldn't hit you with a kendo stick. I'm a pacifist.
You know what? I think Stevie should hit you with a stick.
Yeah, because
Oh, Stevie.
Stevie, you want to
you're
hit?
all offended by me.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Ellis is a martial artist.
You know
he
what
could
I,
take
you know
a,
what I like?
He could take a little hit.
Stevie picked up the stick and almost looked like he was going to eat it.
It's a little hit. Don't fucking have a conniption.
All right.
Where are you hitting him?
Whatever you want, dude. All right.
Go across the stomach. Go across the abs.
Just don't fucking be retard strength with it at first.
You're gonna put the.
Give just a feeling.
the-
Hit him square in the
You gotta
nuts.
like try to hit
Hang
me.
on, I'm going to.
Don't
I
stab me.
could.
You know what I mean?
I could get an eye
Yeah.
out here, sitting where I am.
Like you use it like a baseball bat, not like a knife. All right.
Go for his right ab. He got a bad hit there yesterday.
Here, go ahead. All right, now it's Jason's turn on you.
The way
Wow,
you,
damn.
The way
That's
you
pretty good.
recoiled then after you hit him was one of the gayest things I've ever seen a man do.
That didn't hurt, Jason.
Yeah, it did.
Does that leave a-
Can
does that
you
leave a welt?
can we see if there's a welt?
He actually
Yeah,
got me in the
see
bit
if
where
there's-
I landed on my dirt bike the other day.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hopefully your cock turns purple again.
Yeah. He got me in the hematoma.
Wow.
It's not that bad, but it sounds way better when you try to sing a song.
Aren't those things meant to like make a lot of noise?
Yeah, you're supposed to do it like to torture each other for fun.
Yeah.
Is on the back of the calves. 'Cause it fucking hurts like a bitch on the back of the calves,
Isn't
but
that
it
like
doesn't
a
stop
Turkish
you from
prison
living.
torture or something?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I did it with you. Know who Forrest Griffin is?
Yeah, of
obviously.
course,
yeah.
That guy was. As soon as I
He's
pulled
an
this out,
animal.
he was like, "Let's go." And we went out into the green room because we couldn't get enough of a wind up in the studio. So I'm like, I'll hit you, and then we'll reciprocate. Blah blah blah. So I hit him kind of hard, and then we do it again. And then the third time, I fucking went into him. You know what I mean? Like I went down on his leg. I was like, bam! And I looked at him in the face, and because his thing was to do exactly what I did. It doesn't hurt, so he just looked at me and went, okay then. So then right there, I was like, fuck, I always know when those killer people do that. They
Yeah.
have when people who are, because I can kind of fight, like compared to him and Jim or whatever. I could kill you
Hey,
guys.
hey, hey, who said I couldn't fight?
But
What?
you're normal people in the fighting world. I am Steve.
Right,
To Forrest Griffin,
To
I'm
Forrest,
Steve.
you're Steve. Yeah. You're a little Stevie.
And Steve is hitting me and staring him down, going, "Did that fucking hurt, shitbag?"
Oh no.
So Forrest goes, because they all do it. Chocolate Dells, they all do the same thing. They go, "Oh yeah, okay, sounds good." And then I know, because they go cold. They've got a dark face. It's like something that happens when you're being stabbed in the neck and somebody's fucking you, and you're saying no, and you're trying to fucking get their fucking mask to come off so you can identify them when you wake up in hospital.
Their soul goes away.
It's that fucking face.
Soul
And I
drains
was
right
like,
out of them.
Man, I always have to drag that face out of these fucking tough
So
guys.
what ended up happening?
Well, he cranked it from above up here.
Holy shit!
And went down. It was a downwards chop onto the back of the cup, but it missed one and just got the other one on the end, and I had like a fucking. It goes in. It's not like it doesn't. Because
like
if you get punched in the face or you get kicked and kneed, you feel it later. This one's it's a sting that goes into your bone. If you ever, if you ever fucking hit your ass running, I don't skate or anything, but sometimes I fall skating. Not anymore because I'm washed up, but my ass will hit, one cheek will hit, and the other cheek will keep going because you go so fast when your foot comes off. One stays and the other one fucking goes like 3 feet, and the other one's firmly planted into the fucking cement. So it's just a fucking rant, and you fuck the sky and put your fucking tailbone inside your own ass and pull the fucking. Holy shit! It's the inside pain. It's like an inside sting.
Yeah.
That's
deep inside your pelvis.
Like I snapped my tailbone off one time. That was the.
I hear that is like the worst fucking
It's the
pain,
fucking
man.
most
It's just-
amazing. Because the hospital can't do anything about it.
They
I had
can't
the
do
X-ray.
anything.
Anything it did would get me laid a little bit. I had an X-ray of because my tailbone snapped off, so there's like a gap, and then my little fucking tail floating by itself.
Oh, shit.
And I had the X-ray, and I would put it in my bathroom through I took the ceiling lights out, and I had that there. So I would show chicks. I'd take them back to my house. Like, see that? That's my tailbone. I don't have a tailbone. It's floating. Just floating in there. You can touch it. You can move it around. It's no big deal.
That got you
And then
laid a
meanwhile,
little
you
bit?
could probably see
I
the
was fucking
outlining.
whores. Dude.
Right.
I'm looking for a long-term relationship, a professional skateboarder over here.
I
think I love you.
I always think if they come back to your house and you get them into the bathroom, they're going to fuck you anyway. I got to be honest, the X-ray is probably not the clincher.
Mine was, maybe I had it before I knew it. But my thing was the barbecue. I would say, let's go for a barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying, can you jack me off in my bathroom, it was barbecue first.
My thing was always rape.
How'd that work out?
You had that on your wall or something?
That was my closer.
Holy shit.
Right the fuck on.
Unbelievable, man.
Just so you know, all Australians are not the same.
Fucking hardcore, man.
They've always said yes.
You getting hit with 10 on
That's
the shot
ridiculous.
collar.
Yeah, well, we got him
puts
on
you
10 in
right-
that boxing fight.
Right the fuck down.
And that's the word. Because in the boxing fight, after the first 5 minutes, you can't feel the shock collar anymore. It only because it's on your spine. It just makes your legs give out for just a second. It's not really that painful. You just fall to your knees. So every time I was in that fight, blindfolded, right when I would finally get somebody, because you can't tell until somebody touches elbows. As soon as your elbow bumps into someone else, it's the fucking
You
haymaker
just
of
start
doom. That's all you
fucking
gotta do.
windmilling at him, right?
Yeah, we did blind boxing years ago. It's insane.
With
Yeah.
real blind people.
With real blind people. One guy popped his eyes out for the fight.
What?
Just
They
to prove
were
he was blind.
real
Oh, okay.
blind.
He took him out before the fight.
Yeah.
They were glass eyes, right?
Yeah, he goes, no, I'm blind. I'll prove it to
He
you.
wasn't just a guy with vision who really wanted to be on the show.
Well, you never know.
It is a big show,
You never know. I mean, but the one guy got fucked up bad. Fucking spleen, broken ribs.
He didn't see it.
See, I got
because you don't know when the punch is coming, so you don't protect yourself.
See, it's different. The way I organise Alice Manias is there's usually one fight on the card where somebody could get knocked out, but I don't let people fight each other that are over 200 pounds that don't know how to fight. It's always these.
He rocks out.
If you're blindfolded
I'm
and
205.
you're being electrocuted, you tense up. So you fight all tense.
Right.
And I mean, so there's never really a chance to really open up. And in our one, usually they're professional fighters in the dog collar fight now, because it did get a little.
So what is the dog collar fight exactly?
It's 4 dudes with these dog collars
dog
on,
collars, yeah.
and they're blindfolded. They've got headgear on and 16-ounce gloves.
Right.
And when the bell goes,
Headgear on. That's a bit faggy of him, isn't it?
Right.
Hey?
Yeah, you're a pretty manly guy. I've seen you take a punch.
No, not really. Have you seen me take a punch?
Yeah, you come alive, don't you?
No, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's a real video. Yeah,
I gotta tell you,
he's seen it.
Hey, you're an animal.
I gotta give myself credit. Well, I didn't know I was in a fight. First
You
of
can
all.
tell.
I don't know.
Yeah, cheap shots are fucked up.
I tell you, if you're on stage and a guy comes out of the dark into the spotlight and you don't know, he doesn't even yell anything, I defy anyone to fight back really quickly.
But it's what you did after the punch is the bit that sucked.
What, coward?
But I don't blame you. Everybody
Coward.
does it. But you don't know because you don't train, you don't have anything. But when he punched you, it wasn't that good of a punch. You were completely conscious and you took a knee and went into a little bit of a fetal position.
May I add that I didn't drop the microphone?
But in the fetal, you were down next to his legs. You could have double-legged him.
Can we give credit where credit's due? I
For
came out
feeling?
and finished the fucking gig. As a comic, that's
But
impressive.
you didn't get knocked out.
You know what? You could have fucking punched him.
You could have.
hit him back.
When you went down,
probably
you were
should
at
have hit
his
him back.
shins. You could have grabbed his legs, put him on his back, and fucking punched him in the
Punch him in
face.
his balls right
Yeah,
there.
you could have grabbed his balls and pulled them off.
You could have sucked his cock.
That would have been funny.
I didn't know I
would have
was
bought
in
a
a
ticket
fight.
to your next gig. This guy's sucking dick on stage. He's a maniac.
And I tell you what else, I didn't press any charges either.
Wow,
Wow,
you are
that was nice,
what a
yeah.
man.
No, the police asked me if I wanted to, and I said no. That's pretty tough.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You know a guy that walks out on stage and punches comedians in the face.
No,
has
I
got tons
just
of money.
let the cunt go home because he's drunk, and I've had a drink before and acted like an arsehole.
right.
And that's how I looked at it.
All right.
And also, my career took off from that day.
I
was in the news that night.
Oh, look at what's on here.
The YouTube sensation.
Jim Jefferies.
The old spelling of Jim Jefferies, that shows how old he is.
Someone really produced your beating.
You make the most of it.
Well produced, Jim Jefferies.
It's pretty good for security footage. That's pushing it inwards. Oh, still have that shirt.
Hang on.
Jesus.
Man, that's one hell of a response. Oh, look, there is a single leg.
Ready for a single leg.
Yeah, and then the people came in, and then I was off.
Oh, you ran right off.
Where'd you go?
Into the dressing room.
For what?
To chat with the other comics.
To chat with the other comics?
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, that wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as
went
bad
for
as
the
I-
one leg.
Okay, may I
He
also
did, he
add,
did.
if you watch, the first thing I say before I'm hit is, oh, hang on a second. That's how much of a shock it is to me.
You got blindsided there.
Why did that
I
guy-
will give you
But you
that.
kept looking down,
He
though.
didn't heckle or anything. And I even
And he was
tried
a
to
crazy
reason him.
guy, huh?
And he came out of the darkness into the
did.
spotlight.
Whoa, almost got you with the left.
See, the first punch, you kept. What are you looking at his shoes for?
See, all right, now you're trying to
But
take
there
him
was-
down.
That was good.
I didn't drop the mic as well.
Why did this guy
That's
attack
very
you?
important.
Did it ever come out?
what the fuck was his problem?
I did a pedophilic joke. He had some issues with...
And he was a pedophile?
He had some issues, or he was on a first date or something, and the girl that he was with had issues. And he
asshole.
But he never heckled. See, I've had plenty of times in my career where someone goes, "Oh, I'm going to come up," and I
See
always
it coming.
I always do that sort of stance where I'm going to kick them in the face as they get up onto the stage.
Yeah,
is
you
the
got
best,
the high ground.
best thing. But he just ran up.
You never saw it coming.
I think you had an
yeah.
affliction T-shirt on too, which does mean it's dangerous.
But the thing-
you took a few punches though before you kind of realized
Can
I
we,
got to do
can
something.
can we play the standing ovation when I come back out though?
That's what's important here.
That's what's important because I got a black eye and I still fucking come back out.
Yeah, he got you with a shot. Absolutely. 1 or 2 shots he got. Who's that? The MC?
Yeah.
The MC doesn't know what the fuck to do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Took a
I've
while
only
to
been on
compose
stage
yourself.
for 8 minutes.
The
So
wank is gone, all right?
the wanker.
Wanker. Yeah.
All right, that's not going to help, really. All right. But Jim's going to come back and finish his set for you.
Wouldn't that be great if you came out and another guy came up and just started railing on your
If you
fucking
don't
head?
like
And then
it,
another guy
you
started
can
sucking
go.
your cock when you're out cold.
May I add that when I came back out, not everyone was happy to see me.
Yeah.
No, there was still booing out there. There were some people in that audience who were taking the punches
Ladies and
aside.
gentlemen, to finish off, welcome back, Jim Jefferies.
Damn. Look at that. Yeah.
A little bit of a standing ovation.
I'm the worst high fiver in the world. Look at that one. It is a sloppy.
Well, you've just been in a big fight.
He did the best you could.
They loved it. They loved
He
it.
looked like he was a bit of a weightlifting guy. Probably best to keel over.
Now, the thing is, if you listen to this now, Okay. Now, see there's a little cut there? Now, we cut that out because I knew he was Irish and I went a little bit racist. For about, I had about a 4-minute rant where I went, fucking Paddy, cunt, fuck, Irish, fuck.
And then you thought better of it.
And then because they didn't have the rest of the footage, people would think that I'd caused the fight. So we thought, edit that little bit out.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Because it's sometimes Irish people in Ireland, they have a little bit of, in my opinion, they have a little bit of, we're just great for the crack, you know, we're really up for it and we're a lot of fun and all that. But you say one Irish joke and they're swinging punches. You know?
Yeah, I feel like Irish people and English people are good street fighters. They cheat. They always headbutt.
That's the closest I've been to having a fight in my entire life.
Really?
I get your deal, dude. If
Even
you get
as a
hit
kid?
good enough, it does make you want to go to the knee and you forget. And it's not like you were in a heated discussion. It was just on. I get you.
He just went at me, but
that's why I think you should go to the gym a little bit and learn a little bit, because you would have been able to subdue him and you would have got a way bigger standing ovation if you had to punch you in the head 3 times. You double leg him, put him on his back, elbow him in the face until security pulls you off. I don't know about you, but I would have been on the stage hoisting you on my shoulders, saying, "It's the greatest comedian that ever lived." You just see the elbows.
I did better than Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher did when they rushed them in Canada. I think I did better. But the thing was, security came and the audience came. The weird thing is that was filmed in Manchester, and there was about 3 guys, say, who ran up out of the crowd.
Yeah.
And when I go back to Manchester, I still sell more tickets than anywhere else in the world because
From
I'm
the
like
punching.
I'm synonymous. I'm synonymous
for the incident.
That's 500,000 people there that watch. Yeah. And so I go and every time I go back, but every time I go back, I meet some guy who says he was the bloke who ran up on the stage and helped me. And so for the first 2 years, I was buying all these blokes drinks like, thanks for that, mate. Thanks for helping me out. So word's gotten around and every cunt in Manchester just says they were the guy who helped me out.
Lying sacks of shit.
The funny thing was there was the other comics were just watching TV and they could hear all the commotion. But they were watching the fight on the screen and then they knew that I was coming backstage, so they turned to another channel. And
like they didn't see
and
it.
acted like they couldn't see it. And they went, "So how did the show go?"
They didn't want to go out there and get punched themselves.
I go, not good. There's this one real arrogant comic called Michael McIntyre who's hugely famous there now. And I said, not good, Michael. They just punched me in the face. And he went, "No one can follow me."
I might get punched in the face doing something, doing some stand-up. Organise it. So I could do a keel up thing.
Have you ever done stand-up or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just like 2 times.
2 times.
But the second time I did it at this Kerry Hart roast thing. Was like a private thing for Kerry and Pink and those people.
Right.
And who's the dude that's funny because he's good looking?
That would be me.
Maybe somebody hit you a little harder than I
guy
thought.
is going to say it. Everyone thinks
Dane Cook, that's who it is.
Dane Cook's not that good looking, man.
I think he's an attractive guy for how funny he is.
Like,
Beside the point,
Colin Kane's a good looking guy.
I roasted Kerry Hart, and then he came out and said, round of applause. I don't know if this is a comedy thing they say to make you feel good, but I was the funniest person in the building.
Oh, there. See.
So I'm funnier than Dane Cook, but like I said, that's not a huge...
Yeah, that's well done.
Tough crowd.
Well done. All right. Let's get the plugs in. Jim Jefferies, Caroline, starting tonight.
I'll be at Caroline.
Through the weekend, 212-757-4100.
If you guys are still in the air, I'll be in here tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to figure out what's up.
It's over, huh?
We're talking. For today's,
I feel good about my career, man.
Yeah.
I love how you guys are like the fucking juggernauts of the game, and you're like, oh, it's on the country. Maybe we are. I've got backup plans. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, really? Like, that's what I've got to look forward to?
Yeah, well, it's...
Backup plans?
The business has gotten a lot different, but we're talking. I don't know.
You got to stay, dude. You
today's
can't
our last
fucking
day
leave
of our
it.
contract.
You guys can become podcasters.
You can't. Don't do that.
We'll be the new podcasters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jason, what have you got going on? Of course, the show today, live from New York. The Jason Ellis Show, Faction Series 28, XM52 at 3 o'clock today. And then the Ellis Mania thing.
Yeah, Ellis Mania 6 is the Tainstick, my first band, has got its final gig the night before at the Roxy. So that's at the Roxy, November 5th. And then Ellis Mania, my movie premiere is in the morning on Saturday.
What do you
on
mean
Sunset.
your movie premiere?
I got a movie, The Woodsman. It's about this guy who lives in the woods in Australia and American, college. Like they come to camp in the outback. And the woodsman he's a crazy dude who lives in the woods with a fucking massive cock and a snake up his ass. So he's like a crazy monster dude.
For a while, I thought it was a documentary.
It is. And it is.
Great,
and
yeah.
how to die if you're an American in Australia. But yeah, he kills people, pulls babies out of their fucking stomachs, and fucking kills them with loads. And he cuts one dude's arms and legs off, and his cock, puts his cock in his mouth, and then pulls a snake out of his ass, and diarrhea's on the dude until he dies.
Fucking
wow.
So there's going to be a red carpet with like celebrities.
You just stolen the storyline from Love Actually.
But there's a bunch of celebrities that are going to be on the red carpet, and they have no idea that they're going to go sit and watch a movie where a dude's cock gets shoved in another dude's ass.
All right.
And then Alice Mania 6 at the Palladium, and then after Alice Mania 6, my new band Death Death Die will perform at the Palladium.
Such a busy guy.
Well, you can't just do it in radio.
No, you got to spread yourself out.
You got to go everywhere.
You absolutely have to do that.
Yeah.
So one thing falls apart, at least you got something else.
Yes.
And I would like to do a special shout out to all the, I think it's Opie and Anthony fans. I think it's a little bit of Ron and Fez, but I got a lot of love out there from a couple of guys on my Twitter account that want me to die.
Oh,
and I don't get it because I never said anything bad about either one of you guys.
It's probably the same people that listen to us and want us to die too.
Somebody said that your fans want you to die.
Well, yeah, we can't figure it out anymore.
My purple cock threatened me like 2 weeks ago.
I hate it when someone joins your fan page to hate you.
Yeah,
I
don't get that.
Someone said
out of their way.
Someone said because Jim's here that Ellis fucking kick his ass, man. It's gonna be a fucking war. The Outback's gonna go for it. I'm like, oh God, please, can you just fucking listen to the show and fuck off?
And now since you didn't, it'll be like you're just a pussy. What a faggot! You didn't.
My argument was at least I put it on 10 one time.
Yeah, you did. You want to take a 10?
No,
the show?
I'm good at conceding defeat.
You know what? Hey, you put it on, dude.
In the
end, you put it on.
So you're telling me I didn't win the dog collar challenge?
I'll fucking be the first to say I pushed out.
Someone
you put the collar on. You took a 5.
He did.
I took a 5 a couple of times.
You're a true competitor. He did good.
And you know,
I don't hate you. You seem like a funny guy.
I am funny.
Well, then there you go.
Jefferies is hilarious. Okay.
You want to come to my gig? Come on, you can come to my gig.
When?
You should, Caroline.
Tonight?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
You
Sunday.
should go.
Tomorrow night? It's Thursday today.
Tomorrow's sold out, but I can do tonight.
Tonight?
No, I can fit you
Jason,
any night you want.
You would like
because is Shuli going to be there too?
I don't know who else is going to be.
You don't know who's on Caroline's? Are you the main dude?
Yeah.
What time?
8 o'clock.
I am in New York, bored out of my fucking shitless pants.
You would love Jefferies, I'm telling you.
No, I would go.
Yeah, Jason
it's
would
in
go.
the city, right?
All right, let's get off the air so we can figure all this out.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me.
There's a lot to figure
problem,
out.
man.
Jason, thank you, brother.
And of course.
Have fun in New York. We'll see you guys. Hopefully,
what's the
hopefully
plug?
tomorrow, I guess.